Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a new episode of It's a Progressive World. As always, you can find timestamps down below, and please like and subscribe. Alrighty, Sam, what do we have for today? So we're gonna start off with a bit of Cornel West, just a bit of humor to get things going.
Yes. Yes, it's gonna be a fun start. And to be honest, there's gonna be really two major stories, the Cornel West and the ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict, or as perhaps more accurately known, Israel pummeling Gaza to oblivion. I don't know. It's what else you can call it. So mostly that we're gonna start with Cornell and then go to Israel and Gaza thing. First talk about geopolitics, then talk about some funny takes people had, or perhaps we have.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. Both left and right are just doing their best, I think, to just put out their best on this issue. I feel both of them. Like they come out with some of the best ideas, some of the best solutions. I don't know, both PBD and Kyle, especially those two. I mean,
Definitely.
it's just out there. I mean,
Strategically.
yeah, Joe Rogan had an amazing guest on with an amazing analysis with just the historical understanding beyond belief. We'll discuss that a little bit, not to a huge extent.
And then we're
But
gonna go to
this,
another war zone too, right?
oh yes, oh I'm sorry, I forgot there is another war zone, a much worse war zone than Gaza. I mean, I know people of Gaza are always like, oh look at us, oh we don't have clean water, 90% of our water is polluted, we can't leave. But what about the poor people of San Fran? What about the poor people of San
No, it's not
Francisco?
about the
This
poor people
great
of San
city,
Francisco. Yeah, it's about
this great city has been reduced to hell on earth, my people. It's, you won't believe it, by the way, until you see it. Like nobody, like there is no evidence, there is no video evidence they can show. You have to go there. Like you have to go there. There is no evidence you would believe. But yeah, we are not gonna allow like the mainstream media. We are not gonna allow the Gaza-Israeli conflict to, take all the attention away from important issues, including the poor people of San Fran, who are the homeless people apparently are attacking them because I don't know what's going on there, but I think homeless people have joined up with fentanyl people and they're killing them, something like that. I don't
people
know.
who don't live there are weirdly concerned about San Francisco. It's
Yeah,
as if
people
like
have,
it's like
yeah,
a humanitarian thing, like how you don't live like somewhere is a
in
humanitarian
Gaza,
crisis, but
exactly.
you're concerned. So maybe
Is
maybe we
it
have to
true
see
that
this
is it true hospitals are being hit in San Francisco? Have you?
by
I
homeless
haven't
people.
seen the evidence. By the homeless, homeless people are hitting hospitals left and right. It's unbelievable. I didn't know how homeless people had missiles, but it's they made some progress, I guess. But yeah, it's as you say, from Florida to LA to
Where does he live?
Mars. Is
Oh, no, he actually
Mars? I
lives in San
think.
Francisco, no? Because I think
That's
Twitter is in
his
San.
Twitter's
Yeah,
offices. Does he live in Twitter's offices? Does he? Is he?
probably he's
I
been
thought
doing
he.
a terrific job. Not.
Yeah, well done. There. I mean, let's not talk about that. That part is just. I mean, we are speechless when it comes to how he's running Twitter and the truck company, which has been, by the way, the release has been postponed by another year apparently. So it's
That
all
that one
going
looks
well.
pretty cool though. I must say his pickup.
Looks pretty cool, but according to most truck experts, it's like no, not gonna work.
Yeah, do we
I
have
think
the
it's
clip
all.
where Joe Rogan's shooting at the pickup, throwing
I
shooting
don't know.
arrows? It's so Elon Musk is
It's too
so
good.
lame though. His commentary on the side makes it so lame.
It's that whole truck is made of stainless steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I just want to put that out there for people to know. Yeah, exactly.
But
But yeah, we're gonna cover San Franciscoian crisis. So what's the historical? What are historians calling this? This third intifada by the homeless of San Francisco. Is this the third intifada? The first intifada was Harvey Milk, and this is like the third intifada.
by the way, is our friend Cornel West, is he gonna fix San Francisco or no?
That's yes, that's on the issues. As I think I like to think I aptly put it. The joke continues. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I could not believe last night or maybe 2 nights ago was it? I went and checked the people, and maybe we can start this story. I suppose the joke continues. So 2 nights ago, I just went to check to see what's going on with these progressive people and all that. And guess what, Camille? Peter Daou has left Cornel West's campaign, and I have no idea over what. Even I didn't watch the full video, but I just can't believe this campaign that has attracted the attention of over a dozen of people across United States is causing this amount of drama. It's like every goddamn week changes the party, changes campaign manager, changes policies, changes countries. It's like I'm now changes the species. Soon I don't, what the hell is going on here?
Man, like I told you, this has to be like the shittiest campaign of all time, but you corrected me. You're like, no, there are a lot of shitty campaigns out there. It's the biggest joke of a campaign ever. Unless Cenk outdoes him. But I mean,
Cenk
the bar is so low. If Cenk just acts normally for a month, I think he would have been less of a joke than
no, look, I have to disagree with
Cornel.
you there. I would say Cornel definitely, not joke. Put joking is he definitely runs the silliest campaign.
This is
the silliest campaign I've ever seen. Like one day we are doing this, tomorrow we are doing
He's
geography,
one phone call away from changing anything.
Yeah, it's like Chris had just called me.
I was about to eat Chinese. Someone called me, said I should eat Indian. I threw that food away. And
guys, I was with the Palestinians, but then Chris called me. Now I don't know. I'm with the Israelis. I'm non-aligned. I don't know. He's amazing, but he's definitely running the silliest. But Cenk's might be the biggest joke, just because he's like, legally speaking, he's not allowed to run. I don't know what the fuck.
His aim isn't.
He announced, and New Hampshire was like, "No, you can't run. Like you're off the ballot." Like immediately. So. Like, I feel like that is like the ridiculousness of that one is just beyond belief.
And his campaign is kind of revolutionary. His goal isn't to win or get votes, is to get other people to
prove
join.
Logic.
Or like, I don't know, to get other people to join or something like that. It's like the weirdest objective.
Gavin Newsom. To have Gavin Newsom to step in somehow. I mean,
because what's the logic again? Cenk
runs. And
walk me through this thing.
I know the logic is unbelievably complex, but worth it. So according to Cenk is gonna announce, which has already happened. The corporate media is gonna attack him because he's such a
I forgot about that.
Bulwark of progressivism. He's gonna get 23% in the polls
of global votes. Everywhere.
Of Democrats.
Globally, across the planet.
Turks are gonna support. So, I mean, come on, globally he has a better chance than just America, really. But then Gavin Newsom and stuff, they're gonna panic because the establishment gonna see that Cenk is getting 23%. So they're gonna panic. They're gonna put Joe Biden aside. They're gonna put Gavin Newsom in, who will be able to beat Trump. So
joke is complicated. I know you.
Do you want me to repeat? Or...
the final step again.
Have you seen? I don't know. It's like, did you ever watch that movie Mousetrap? It's one of my favorite movies as a kid. There are two brothers. They inherit a house, but there's a mouse in there.
Oh, no.
He's got like the same logic as like the coyote and Beep Beep, the Beep Beep. Like he's got the same. His mind works the same as the coyote in that cartoon. He's got the same sort of brain power, I think.
Man,
I'm gonna draw a hole here, and Joe Biden is gonna walk right into the wall.
I mean, this is a really bad one for like any kind of leftist, because often the argument is, if a leftist ran, the only reason they don't do well is because the mainstream media like destroys them and doesn't give them access, blocks them out. But here Cornel West and Cenk, I mean, they can't even reach that stage, it's just their own incompetence. I mean, Cenk is maybe too soon,
It's
but
pathetic.
it's really bad, man.
Man, I swear to God, you remember when I was a kid and not teenager, I suppose, and I wanted to be a movie director. I'm still gonna become one, by the way. And
Still
so
not
I'm
too
just
late.
not too late for movie directing. You can start in your 40s. It's fine. One career you can wait for it, wait. But I'm pretty sure I had a much more thought out plan and like, okay, I'm gonna start with this type of movie, then these people, they don't even think about the next 3 days, it seems. It's just like
Especially Cornel. I mean, Cenk, I'm
Cornel,
actually a
Cenk
bit
thinks about
hesitant to
it.
be that
No,
harsh.
yeah, Cenk thinks about it, comes up with some of the weirdest solutions, and then just maybe it would have been better if you didn't
Yeah, he
think
did.
about it.
Just go with your
Don't
instincts
bother.
next time.
Yeah, go.
Just run. Just announce,
Just,
run. More traditional.
yeah. No, Cornel is just by the way, it's so interesting you said that traditionally the reason they give for left not succeeding is the media, because that was the only thing, man, that prevented me for many years to becoming full-on conservative. That people don't know, just these motherfuckers. It's over. It's goddamn
Yeah.
over for
I
these
mean, it's a
people.
bit like, Bernie, of course, was, an adult and he did it like a grown
Yeah,
up and adult, but
yeah. Adults, yeah,
this
exactly. That's
Cornel
it.
West thing is just beyond embarrassing.
And then, man, do you remember? By the way, this is a bit of a peek behind the curtains. I mean, we regularly argue over my dismissal of academia as real sort of
No,
profession
I
and as
wouldn't.
real
Okay.
job. Okay, but come on, man, do you see people like that spend their whole life in academia and then
No,
can't
no.
even
I
tie their
think it's
own shoes?
unfair to draw any conclusions from him onto normal people, man. Onto a group of academia. He
I
is
don't want to name
ridiculous,
names.
man. His campaign has
He's
been
ridiculous. Yeah,
beyond
he's
ridiculous and silly.
now,
From
man.
how
Can
he
you
didn't
imagine?
even think about the what people party, then he gets a phone call, he switches.
How
Then
did
it's
he
like, oh, the
manage to?
Green Party are called Green. I thought they were called
Oh,
Black Party. So now I'm going
I thought they're called Green
independent.
and Black
Yeah.
Party. No,
Where did you see that? Where?
shit. Peter Daou, come on in. Oh, Lex, go on off. What is going? Yeah, man, no. This is just too silly. I agree. No, I know. I just thought I found an opening there.
No.
Although I could name names, I don't want to publicly, but I could name names, and I think you will have a difficult time arguing with me. There are other silly people, but
No.
no,
And
this is
he's,
next
I mean,
level.
he's made, I always try to
And
be
do you
respectful
think
towards older
seriously?
people, but I
I'm
mean, I just can't
no, this
with
is
this.
no, no, man. He's asked people to give him money and all that.
Yeah,
So
I hope
no, at this
Norman
point,
doesn't
he's
see this, and and we have our interview out with him now.
don't
Thankfully, he's
include.
busy, Norman.
Can we make the video private for some? Black Norman on this video only. But no, it's beyond ridiculous. I would add, do you think every single marriage he had was like a shotgun wedding in Vegas?
Yeah,
Like
probably.
he's not capable of or the poor wife had to do everything. Like
And I hope. Wait, where was his where did he work again? University? Because it has to be
Harvard,
close.
Harvard. He's been at he used to work at Harvard. I think he left, if I'm not mistaken.
And wait, wait. Is that on the?
And this is, I mean, again, man, you should always go people with your first instinct. Don't be like me, an idiot. I think he's a
No,
Presbyterian
sorry. Yeah,
minister.
it's on the other side of the country. There's no way he went to Vegas because by the time he took the flight, he would have changed his mind over the marriage.
Atlantic
So it
City.
would have never happened.
Yeah,
It's like, by
over
the time
the
he went to the
flight.
airport, 2 hours, waiting. No,
Yeah.
by here, he would have changed Illinois. Okay,
Yeah.
stop the plane. I want to get
Step
up,
two.
sir.
I think we
can't-
should just move in together. God damn it. No, first let's move in together. God damn it, Colonel. No, but I think you can do the same in Atlantic City,
Can
though.
you? Okay. I
I
don't know.
think
I don't
so.
know. I don't know.
Or if you go on a boat, I think you go on a
That's easy.
seriously, the captain is like a god or something. He's allowed to like broker marriage, I think. The sailors. I don't know how it works. But yeah, you're right. Definitely, but if there was a flight or something involved,
Yeah, no.
no, it wouldn't have marriage wouldn't happen.
Yeah, because go from your house to the airport, Yeah, no, it's like
No,
10 hours. A lot can
oh,
happen in
a lawyer. He's by that time he's in a different country.
relation.
Started a movement for a separate like race of people.
Oh boy. Let's have some
Sad.
more fun. Should we watch just a little bit of the Vanguard boys?
Sure. I haven't seen much of this video. Do you know, before we're watching this, I'm just gonna ask you, but maybe this video illuminates us. Do you know what happened with Peter? Even like what the fuck?
Yeah,
Seriously,
I
what's
mean
going
the
on?
Peter
Like,
Daou part of the video is what I care less. So I was barely paying half attention. But I
it's
think
just
yeah, I
just
think Peter Daou either left because he saw that even like a minimum wage paycheck
he
isn't
left. He
gonna
didn't get
hit his
fired.
house, and or because over the billionaire money who gave him like a few pennies. So yeah, maybe the Vanguard boys will tell us when
Camyar, that $38,000
is at least
is
two weddings.
30 unless he changes his mind. But that $38,000 is 38,000 reasons why you shouldn't vote for her. I mean, these people are crazy. I mean, the Vanguard boys are crazy. I mean, I don't know
Well,
how
I wouldn't
poor
say
they are,
crazy. I don't know if they got like
but I
a
think they are
noise
extremely poor.
complaint or something recently because you see they're like whispering in this video.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not too sure what happened.
Oh, I haven't
Cornel
noticed
went.
that.
I can't believe.
Or maybe they're
Watch, maybe
afraid Cornel is gonna hear them.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, Cornel sucks, but we can't say it.
Let's watch a little bit of this.
Yeah, sorry.
Headline because it's so disappointing. But did you have any thoughts at all on the whole like Peter Daou, Jimmy Dore, do dissidents? Like Peter Daou is an op. Like you guys are so dumb. Peter Daou wasn't an op. I would just say he was, that he realized probably both times that neither of those campaigns were going to result in like, the kind of similar machine that he was familiar with from back in his like time as an actual Democratic operative. I think he realized that it wasn't going to go his way, and so he left. So this is interesting too. He says, fact, Dr. West made his own decisions. Obviously, that's the case. Nobody's like operating Dr. West like a marionette. He's his own man.
I don't know, man. Like, that would be a good explanation. Him being a marionette. Sorry.
Seriously.
Yeah, that would be like that would explain a lot. Like each day he's controlled by a different guy. That would explain a lot. So, just saying, putting it out there. One theory.
Rose donation against my advice. Well, that was good advice, Peter. I'm glad you gave that to him. Bummer he didn't take it the first time around. Unlike you, I respect that a prominent Black intellectual is capable of calling his own shots for better or worse. I agree, Peter. Fact two, this campaign was in debt and in disarray when I joined. I left it with an efficient structure and 100K in the bank. Go ask him and his team, or go read the FEC reports. Yeah, look, I'm not saying that Peter, like, that's the one thing too, is like, Jimmy Dore and all these other fuckers are trying to say that like Peter Daou sabotaged the campaign. I don't think he sabotaged the campaign at all. I just think that one, it's not a great look to go through two different campaigns and not see either of them through to fruition. Like that is, I think that's a little bit of an L. I think it's fair to say that. Like obviously, whatever personal things he's going through, like I'm with the guy. I would never doubt when somebody says like I'm going through PTSD. It's like take care of yourself, no worries. But I do think that when we are analyzing how a campaign is functioning,
wait, who's going through PTSD?
Peter Daou, apparently.
You're left wing in the sense that then the probably makes his own decision on his campaign while minimizing my. Oh, but you told me that Peter Daou was a fighter or something. No, did you told me he was
when he was like 5 when he was teenager. He was in Lebanon. He was part of Amal, not Amal. Sorry, the Catholic militia. If I'm not the Christian militia, the people who were massacring the Shias and with the support of Israel. So maybe he has PTSD from, I don't know, cutting the Shia people's head off. I have no idea what he, or to be honest, much more likely than a campaign of murder, mass murder against Shias. I think he has PTSD
Hillary?
from Cornel's campaign.
Oh,
Oh,
Hillary too. It's kind of.
Yeah, there too many targets to go for. Too many.
Wake up in
Shit.
sweats. Just all he sees is that Hillary's like blue jacket that she wore for like 2 years
Yeah,
straight.
with-
What campaign? I would give anybody PTSD.
with her robotic
Yeah.
smile, with her lifted
And she
face.
probably like poke. I wouldn't be surprised if she like hurt him physically, but like a little bit, you know, like just like shove the pen
Yeah.
a bit
No,
against
I definitely imagine Hillary is somebody that as soon as
grab
you
his
turn
hand,
around,
like put her
she-
nails in his hand or something.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
you know what they call in, what is it, beshkun in
Pinch,
English?
I
Pinch,
think.
yeah, but I think beshkun is much harsher than. But yeah, like something like that.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you turn around, it's like, no, it wasn't me, it was Chelsea. Chelsea did it. Like, sells her own daughter out immediately.
So fine, fair enough. We found the sources.
Put-
And Cornel West.
no, that's
just-
real. Guys, yeah, the PTSD is real for sure.
Yeah.
I think Cornel, may have added to it. It's like, just. But
Right, if
wait,
you
he was
decide to
in
have
the
a campaign-
campaign for 3 days. Sorry, but he was in
Again,
the campaign for 3.
I
How
could,
did he?
I don't
how
know
did he-
Peter Daou, and I've never cared about
$100,000?
him. But yeah, I mean, I would not. For me, like, I don't even need to know the facts for sure. I would put the blame of anything on Cornel because he
No,
is
for
like,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, he's in charge. The bucket that stops with him, first of all. But put that aside, man. It seems that during his half an hour tenure as a campaign manager, he raised 100K. That's.
I mean, maybe he's counting that 40 from the billionaire though.
I would like to take back whatever I said till now, and I'm with Peter Daou. He's suffering from PTSD. Leave him alone, and he deserves his space. And maybe he wants to come and work for a small YouTube channel, and wants to raise money for them or something. For Caviar, do you want to announce the run for presidential election?
Should I? What's my logic?
Do it. If he's
Okay,
gonna
I
raise this
put
money.
pressure on the system. They make me American, okay?
Yeah.
And then once I'm American within the next year, then I put pressure. They change the laws so
yeah.
naturalized
No,
people can become American. Then
not naturalized, just foreign. At this point, they're just talking about foreign.
no, I already became American. I put pressure. You forgot
through
step
pressure,
one.
I thought through pressure you're gonna become all foreigners or become
No. Through
presidential
pressure, I
candidates.
become that too. Which one should I pursue now that you?
All foreigners, it's long term. It's better. All foreigners can become president, not even American citizens, just presidential candidates. That's what we're going for.
Okay, I'll go for that.
So
Yeah,
Caviar is
let's
running.
put the gang together. Peter Daou.
Can I be the vice president? Or something?
I was gonna go for Camilla, but
Yeah, she's better at vice president. To be fair, that is her expertise. I don't wanna she's the best person for the show, to be honest. But yeah, if she can, how did he raise that much money in that quick of it? Like seriously, if that's true, fuck Cornel. Seriously, you don't deserve Peter.
Yeah.
I know he committed crime against Shias, but he raised 100K in half an hour. Give the man his due. Like, I don't know if that's true, but if it is, well
manager
done.
that previously left another campaign mid, cycle, right, mid-election cycle, and then joined your team, and then that guy also leaves your campaign mid-election cycle. Like, I think that's fair to talk about, and how that was probably not demonstrable or not a demonstration of like the best decision making, right? So I think that's all fair to say, but calling the guy an op and like saying like, oh my gosh, like Peter Daou just wanted to come in there and sacrifice Cornel, that's so stupid. There's absolutely no evidence for that. What I really think there's a bounty of evidence for is just it wasn't going to happen. Like, I just want to say like incompetence abounded.
What
it wasn't because
wasn't
people
gonna happen?
didn't care, and it wasn't because they didn't have like good intentions, right? It was just that it didn't have the nuts and bolts that it was going to be a successful run. And I think Peter desperately wanted to be involved in a fucking, serious effort to challenge Joe Biden. And I respect that. I respect that he
Like
was like, of course,
Chamiers.
if Marianne Williamson wants me to help her run this, I'll get on board with this. And it's like, oh, that didn't work out, but Cornel West is running. Like, let's give this another shot. I think it just shows how much work we have to do on the ground, and how when people try and get you excited on the thought of just like a long shot candidate running, there's so much more going on behind the scenes that made Bernie Sanders successful that I don't know if we can replicate even with a huge name like Cornel West, which is something that I think we're all learning now, right? We didn't know. Like, there was something special about a candidate that could take their name and turn it into an effective machine to run for office. And I think that's the second part, right? It's about building a machine with you.
Do you think if Cornel had run as a Democrat against Biden, that it would have been different?
I don't know. It's really interesting. I think potentially
it would.
Oh no, I mean, but honestly,
no, seriously, it would be different. It would be different. He would have spent 2 weeks within the Democratic Party before switching to People's or Greens or something. Just
true.
add 2 weeks to this charade.
No, but like, all joke aside, if Cornel was treated like literally like, you know how they treat like, you know, very like, you know, actors or like some kind of like kid who's like a football talent or something. There's just like a team around him, and you know, you're just supposed to do like, you know, you go and play or shoot the movie or whatever, and everything else is taken care of. Cornel, if a team for some reason would have come and surrounded him, and they just put him in front of camera only, and his only thing was to talk camera and in front of people and stuff, I think he would have done significantly better. Not that it would have led to anything, but with him being also the guy who runs the show, I mean, he has negative skills when it comes to that area. So yeah, if for some reason a group of money and people and a team had picked him and they were around him, it would have been different. But with him behind the steering wheel, no. Cornel, your bathroom break is in half an hour. No, you can't go now. Go sit.
No.
We'll tell you when it's time to
hold
eat.
Hold it. I know it's hard, but you have to learn. You have to finish your task before. You can't just pee whenever you want.
No, the CNN interviews now. No, you can't do it tomorrow. No, it's now. No.
Yeah, you have to go now. I mean, you would assume he, like, even like everybody, like even if you think you're amazing at everything, you don't have infinite time. So like, maybe bring in a professional if you're running for presidency. But
I mean, he did no thinking.
But I guess
we don't even know.
I'm crazy. I mean, to bring in a professional for a presidential campaign, I'm sorry, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
who would
mental.
do that?
Yeah.
But we never
presidential.
You know what I just realized? So we know what triggered.
Goddamn joke.
We know what triggered the move from People's Party to Green Party, right? It was Chris Hedges' call. But what triggered him to run?
Conversation.
What made him run first as People's Party? What happened there? Like an SMS?
He explains then.
Oh, yeah.
No, he saw the neo-fascism of brother Trump and milk toast neoliberalism of brother Joe Biden, and he decided to mount a challenge that is gonna amount to nothing. I guess that's.
Too funny. Before we wrap this up, I think there's one part. Hold on, wait, Cornel really comes into the picture here. Let's just see if it gets interesting.
Yeah, play a little, because I want to see about the whispering, if you're right about that too.
Are they not talking weirdly? They are. This is it.
Zach is. I don't know about Gavin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's not whispering, sorry, but like he's kind of using like an indoor voice for some reason.
Yeah. He's like, it's like he's talking to guys. Come on now, let's guys, come on, in front of them. Don't do this, okay, guys. In front, they shouldn't see us like that.
So yeah, here Cornel comes into the picture more.
At Harlan Crow money, and Peter Daou pretty much straight up calls out Cornel West here for trying to take that money. This is a response to JB, who put out some video about it, and Peter Daou says, "Curious, does my rejection of money from Nazi collector billionaires make my exit stage right or stage left? And what about my taking the campaign from net negative cash and 4% in the polls to $100,000 cash on hand and 9% in the polls. What nefarious motives are these? LOL. But I do think it's pretty funny that, when Cornel West put out that statement, he was saying, my dear brother, Harlan Crow, whose precious family I pray for and who has a never forget collection of various tyrants from around the world.
Bullshit. That was the biggest horseshit I'd ever heard in my entire life from Cornel West.
Such bullshit. I couldn't believe that he stooped to that
Yeah,
level.
that
of
was the
defending
biggest
goddamn
bullshit,
Harlan
you
Crow of
dumbasses.
all people. But anyway, clearly
Have
Peter
you
Daou
read
sees
his
it
books?
differently. He straight up does classify this as Nazi collector billionaire money. And clearly, he advised Cornel behind the scenes not to take that. So that also leads me to believe that Peter Daou wasn't just suffering from PTSD and that he was sick of having to kind of take the bullet for Cornel West. Because if you guys remember, ever since Peter Daou became Cornel West campaign manager, every time Cornel West has made a misstep, it gets blamed on Peter Daou now. So when he took that money, everyone was saying, yep, more proof that Peter Daou is just trying to.
This is why I think that it's
kneecap.
actually just Peter Daou realizing that this
Yep.
isn't a revolutionary campaign either. Like, I feel like Peter Daou, like, honestly, bro, like, he's malding on Twitter and it's not a great look. Like, I've been critical of Peter Daou, but I feel for the guy more than anybody else. I think he actually really wanted this shit to go down, and he was trying to put his money where his mouth was, and he was trying to have the rubber hit the road. But in the end, it all goes down on a sinking ship. I think you actually put it really well, Gavin. Do you want to throw your tweet up? Gavin tweeted this out the other day about the basically the independent, third party movement being like just embarrassing as fuck. Yeah, the third party movement in America has never been in a more embarrassing place than it is right now. I totally agree, Gavin. He says, yeah, and I feel weird reading your tweet, but I'll keep doing it. Just an endless circular firing squad of terminally online losers with no solidarity, let alone an actual strategy to accomplish anything. I read this and I was like, yes, brother. Like, I was like, no. This was a good tweet because it's like, yes, what's happening right here? Like, yes, it's true that Peter Daou is being used by cowards who use him for clicks to attack Cornel West, or people who want to attack him for in a way of excusing Cornel West's bad decision making, as you just mentioned, Gavin. But it's also like, dude, it's such a bad look. Like, if you scroll down, our homie Griffin was like, I thought this dude was logging off, and it's like, exactly, dude. Instead, you've just been fucking malding. You know what I mean? It's just.
Okay, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that, those wise stuff about Cornel West that they said. But yeah, the Peter Daou, half of their complaints, like, why is Peter Daou tweeting so much? What do you want the guy to do, man? This is part of his job. Now he has to tweet until he finds another person. Like, what do you want him to do?
I mean, he's suffering from PTSD,
And he's
so I guess he should be resting. Yeah, but yeah, man, Cornel, I just love the fact that all the bullshit Cornel has done, put that on the side. These two idiots are like, that's $38,000. That is, it proves Cornel is corrupt. The $38,000. Maybe, to be honest, at this point, maybe Cornel is in need of $38,000. He might be that pathetic. I mean,
probably is. I mean,
by the way, not
to
that
buy
I
lavish gifts.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, not that I think somebody who is in need of that much money is pathetic. I think somebody who has achieved as much as he has and is still in need of $38,000 is pathetic.
Some weddings aren't
Or
cheap. People have one wedding and that costs them a lot of money. Like, literally, people save up for years and then they have, like, they put things on credit. Imagine 5 times.
I know, right? It was, as we established, it was on a boat off the coast of New York.
That costs money too.
He probably had to buy 2 ferry tickets from like Long Island to Manhattan or something.
Oh man! Imagine even the Vanguard boys are like, this was a joke.
Yeah,
and the decision making. You heard the keyword decision. Which goes back to why I found the 5 wedding thing like crazy. Although it has nothing to do with politics.
Man,
you're like, yo, if someone's decision making is this poor, forget about politics.
We have very few videos that are gonna stay in anybody's memory, but one of them is gonna be that Norman Finkelstein interview because it got like 7,000 views or something. And yeah, you do bring it up there, and it turned out to be so prophetic. The idea that, somebody he's married 5 times. I don't know. What does he got to say about his personality? And now it was the most crucial. It was the key to Cornel's personality.
Oh my god, that's how they would present it. Like, Everybody also talk about his campaign position where Cornel running as an independent, married 5 times, and yep, that's it. And he likes brothers. We don't know much else.
Never talks about sisters. We haven't heard it. If he does, we haven't.
Does he still have a? What does he do with his website? Does he change the branding every time?
Does he have a website? I
Like, well, okay,
I guess, yeah. Yeah.
The people who
no,
made his
this is-
website must be loving it. They're like, okay,
Yeah.
rebranding coming up
All
very
right.
soon. You went
Soon.
green. We have to redesign the whole page. We're sorry.
Yeah. We have to add a page for green policies. We have to. Like, and then that cost another $1,000. Brother.
He calls himself brother too.
Brother.
What's his platform?
He wrote.
Okay, abolish. Okay, so, I
Abolish
like it. He's as ambitious as Cenk. Okay, but establish. Okay, well,
abolish poverty. That's lovely.
establish a worker. Okay, then no, I mean, okay, if you
I mean,
abolish poverty and abolish homelessness, some of these other things, I mean,
All right,
you're not needed.
needed.
I mean, you know, fix
Don't
all
need to
problems of
mention
the
them.
world. Okay, then
To be
you know,
honest.
you don't need all these
No.
things. I mean, he's already fixed everything with the first 2 bullet points.
Man, I
Okay,
swear
did he
to
just
God,
copy paste everything out there?
people have mistaken policy paper with like what was it? Make-A-Wish Foundation. Like, I swear to God, it's like instead of policy paper, it's like, yeah, I don't like poverty, you know, I don't like cruelty, I don't like bad people.
Yeah, like honestly, once you've abolished poverty and homelessness, like jobs
Yeah,
program and all that, I mean,
I don't care. Yeah, I don't
please
rather
lead to
not have a
that.
job.
So, I
To be
mean,
honest, yeah, if I'm not poor or homeless, I'd rather not have a job. I'd rather not work, to be honest. No job program. Fuck you, Cornel.
yeah.
Workers just jeez, I mean, these people are just, man, they're just like literally, you know, that's why I have a lot of respect.
Oh, and then he's
for
also
people.
casually nationalizing the fossils. Bullets.
Oh, that's,
3.
I mean, come on.
Then...
That goes without saying. Come on, man. That goes without, like, it's the first day or the second day, maybe. Like, if I'm busy on the first day. I swear to God, man, I have so much more respect nowadays for people who play Dungeons and Dragons. They're so much more honest about their fantasies. They don't bother with this bullshit of politics that we do. And they like, oh, okay, I want to have a dragon. That's something cool. Not like abolish poverty. Yeah, no, I have a dragon and I conquer villages or something. It's cool, you know? What
and
is this?
You really don't need a minimum wage anymore. I mean,
again,
like I'm saying,
there is no poverty, as long as there is no poverty and hunger, the rest, you know, seems to be pointless. Don't care about the rest, Cornel, as long as I'm fed and I have a shell. Oh,
maybe he should add in perpetuity to even make it better.
No, does it say anything about internet access or Disney Plus? Does it say anything about Disney Plus? Batman TV. Do we get access to Batman? What was it? The Teen Titans. Do we free access to it? I'm sure it's one of the bullet points.
And the gun violence.
He's gonna abolish guns or what?
Dismantle U.S. empire while you disband.
Oh my God! Of course, come here. Come on, that is like half an hour. Dismantle U.S. empire. You start from Korea, by the afternoon you're in Japan, and you know.
And you don't need to cancel IMF and World Bank debts because once again, you've gotten rid of poverty and homelessness. So these
no, that was just America. That's
okay,
just America. Yeah, no, that part is, he's gonna keep poverty for the rest of the world. He's gonna abolish it for America.
Honestly, if he had something on like taking Twitter down, then I would vote for him. I'm just looking.
Yeah, something concrete. Yeah. Censorship for Elon Musk. God damn, what a loser. What a pathetic loser. I'm sorry, but at this point, I can't keep it in anymore.
No,
I
must
don't want to
say.
say this about the man who is much older, but and I read some of his writing. It's crap. It's all fucking moral.
Yeah, like
indignant.
him talking, right? Like, I mean, that's, I mean, I
Exactly. It's
also just
exactly the
didn't
same.
spend much time reading. I mean, I
Oh my
two
God.
or three
Oh,
paragraphs
be
from his book.
nice to each other. Oh, don't. Oh, poor people don't deserve to be poor. What original takes? I mean, I'm guess as he puts it in some of his writings, Jesus had the same take about 2,000 years ago. So maybe we can move to something a bit more sophisticated. But
Yeah, let's move on from
God
this.
damn
Let's
it.
move on. Alrighty,
This is
that was
getting
fun.
bitter.
Let's move on next topic. Alrighty, Sam. So you know me, I can talk about. I'm probably after this gonna go watch the Vanguard Boys video just by myself, just one more time. Just anything.
No,
If
man,
anybody
but
has any
seriously.
content on people shitting on Cornel West, please leave it in the comment section
Yeah,
so I can watch
but
it.
I genuinely think we
Oh, and
should
your
fix it.
microphone.
Oh, sorry. There's it. Yeah. I seriously think you should consider running for presidency, man. We raised some money, and I think, like Cenk, you have a case. I think according to the U.S. Constitution, all men were created equal or something. So
yeah,
yeah,
there's precedent.
there's precedent, basically. So,
This is
but
embarrassing.
from U.S. national politics to international politics, let's talk about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Or, I mean, to say conflict is a bit, I feel, exaggerating. It's just Israel beating the shit out of Gaza at this point. But yeah, they're just bombing it. They bombed another hospital. By the way, I'm glad there are still people on the hill, especially if you quickly go on the hill for a second. Yet on the hill, Robbie and Bree are still arguing over the first hospital attack, while Israel has attacked like a refugee camp and Shafa hospital like twice since then, and they're still. I don't know. They in that video, the angle of the missile. They should bring in Aaron Matta to clear out the the cylinders and where are the location of things. And just these people, man. It's just God damn it. Anyway.
And you
So, yeah.
mentioned Aaron Matta. Damn, I haven't seen Aaron Matta in so long. Because I mean, I don't watch Useful Idiots, but besides that, I haven't seen him anywhere else.
No, I mean, yeah, reasons
Long
for
time
that.
haven't
But
seen the
yeah,
guy.
but yeah, it's just they're obsessed with details that don't matter at all. While yeah, most of Gazan people, they're being killed, Palestinian people in Gaza. And yeah, to be honest, it does seem. Let's maybe talk about geopolitics of it. First of all, yesterday Hassan Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah, came out, and in his message, he said that Hamas is amazing, but they are an independent person, and I have nothing to do with that motherfucker. He's on his own.
Lebanon is not even that close geographically,
Yeah.
if you think about it.
If you really think about it.
You know,
We are in a really different continent.
if
to be
there were
honest.
different
Gaza-
borders, you could put 10 countries between us.
Yes.
Theoretically speaking, it's possible.
Theoretically speaking, Gaza is part of Africa. We are part of Asia. Two different continents, completely different place. Nothing to do with
So yeah,
that.
I don't want to talk,
I love
out
the
of
fact
place.
all the hardline newspapers in Iran, which till like 6th of October, they were like, the Iranian borders have risen again to the ancient times. We have reached the Mediterranean Sea again through, Lebanon and Syria and all that. Right now, they're all like, Iran is only active within its own borders. Iran has always respected international law. We do not encourage killing of civilians. Yeah, suddenly everybody's independent. Everybody's independent, and they are acting independent. But anyway, it's yeah. So Lebanon and Iran and America, I feel, are basically. If you can go to us full screen right now, because I thought I show people.
Sorry, this lady
No.
distracted me.
She data tricked? No, but I swear to God, the positioning of Iran, Lebanon, and US, mostly Iran and US right now, is please, guys, please, I swear, in my mother's life, please don't start. That's Blinken and Amir Abdullahian, Iranian foreign minister, right now with their proxies. June mother, I swear on my mother's life, please. So that's what they're doing. Netanyahu is the one that seems to be the most interested in starting a war because it seems to benefit him. Mostly he's been bombing Syria, Lebanon, Al Jazeera. I think he bombed Ireland at some point. He's just bombing anybody wants to start a fight. Anyone, come on. I think soon he's gonna bomb America. It's, they're saying everything is on the table. So maybe. But yeah, they're bombing everywhere to see if anybody responds. And again, Iran and America are like, no, please don't. So I don't know. But the risk of war seem to have gone down since Hassan Nasrallah's speech.
I mean, honestly, from the get-go, I never. But you know me. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I just base it on nothing, just my opinion based on not watching one bit of news. But just
based on experience.
I use Cenk's logic. I was like, what would Cenk think here? He'd be like, not worth it. I would not go to war with 5 countries. It might be hard. Who knows?
I would say it seemed to me
I would not pick a fight with a crowd of 20 people. I don't think I can single-handedly fuck everybody up. Maybe 4.
I mean, it is America. They probably can. But I mean, it's I do think they're trying very hard not to, have a world war going on. But
but also for their own good, man.
Who's like good? America?
No, Israel. Israel? I don't care how big or good your army is. There's no way you can go to that proper, full out war with 2 or 3 big countries. I mean, yeah, you can attack Syria, but that doesn't count. I mean, I'm not talking about bombing on Tuesdays every now and then. But
that's the thing.
Quote unquote war with established countries like Iran. I think that would be maybe Cornel West would do it. Your decision making has to be that level.
That level of
stupidity,
Yeah, attack Iran, but oh shit, they have an army.
Oh, I didn't know.
No, make peace with Iran. No, I mean, Israel is same as Syria, man, though, especially after Hamas attack. It turned out complete paper tiger bullshit, blah, blah. America, though, is a different story. America could take on the whole Middle East.
I don't think so. I mean, we saw with Iraq and Afghanistan. Could they take on Iraq? No, they could kill Saddam Hussein, but after that, they couldn't.
What happened after that? The Halliburton and all the other drilling and oil companies stayed there and continue to stay there. Their military private companies are making money. No, the idea
but not Afghanistan.
This is the idea that, by the way, Breaking Point's coverage of this conflict has been by far the worst. They have been by far the worst.
Worse than my analysis.
They went after Hassan Nasrallah, after everybody has come out and said Hassan Nasrallah de-escalated. Breaking Points came out and said, well, Hassan Nasrallah kind of implied there might be a war. Breaking Points is basically, they're like opposite of the mainstream media. They try to make money off of just trying to be, war, but no, we are against it, war. They're awful. But anyways, sorry, what were we saying?
But even America, man, fine. Even if I give the Iraq point, they could not.
Chaos was the point. Chaos was the point of Iraq war and Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, what happened at the end? Now they're gone. Taliban is left, an anti-Iranian, anti-Chinese regime, which could cause problems for both Iran and China in future in that region by supporting Islamist separatist movements, and is allied with Qatar, which hosts whose military base? Oh, America's military base. So everything turns out well for them in the end. So the idea
Fair
that
enough
they
then.
couldn't, like the idea that American military couldn't defeat Taliban. Yeah, just like they didn't know where bin Laden was. Oh, yeah, sure.
Pakistan's a big country.
They're not to be right next to ISIS. Right there. Right next to.
Yeah, no,
Goddamn.
fair enough in that sense, but still.
You know what I mean? Not, by the way, America is not a monolith. There is a
Yeah.
group in America that might benefit. But yeah, I think, yeah, the Middle East war is even too big for US that wants to focus on Taiwan. And the new candidate
harder
for
objective. That one too.
Exactly. So they need to focus. Please focus, guys.
No, I'll
Please
be
leave
like, I
Middle
don't
East.
know about that.
No, please let them
Find a
focus on
little
Taiwan.
island somewhere or something manageable.
It is Taiwan is a little
I know,
island.
but
They're trying to get. They're trying to buy.
That one, the location and the association
No,
and the
but they like
affiliation
that
are a
one.
bit hard.
But look, the view.
There's this
You can see
kitten over
China.
there. Just go beat them up, okay? Yeah, maybe leave the
No.
tiger aside.
No, that's the thing though. I do think the new candidate for Secretary of State and stuff indicates US doesn't wants to leave me. I do think, and that's why I'm somewhat, not really, receptive to conspiracy theories about this attack, because I do think this is Israel's last chance to kill all the Palestinians. If they don't kill, they should. By the way, if I was Israel, and this is like they missed their chance, they should have the first week. They should have robbed. They should have turned the whole Gaza into rob. They are never gonna have as good of a chance ever again. It's over. Pretty much, it's over for Israel, I think.
Yeah, killing that many people, I mean, let's put, of course, ethics and morality and all that aside, but it's just such a hard thing to do.
No,
logistically
they
speaking.
I mean, they had to use their nuclear bombs. That was the thing.
But is that not too close to Israel itself? Like, what's the...
No, they had to evacuate the kibbutz nearby or whatever the fuck.
Even beyond the nearby one, I don't know how
No,
far.
I mean, there would be environmental damage in the surrounding area, but you can deal with that. Japan deal with that.
Yeah.
Again, morality aside,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
the
no.
only option they had. It's too late now, I think. I think it's too late now. But
Yeah. And the world's worst idea, if you ask me, is some kind of proper ground invasion into a proper one. I mean, sending soldiers and all that. I'm not talking about like
that's the right
sending...
way to do it if they want to do it.
I don't know, man. That would be
for
so
getting the
costly for
Hamas,
them.
But the human cost of they can't afford that.
On their
Exactly,
own
if they
side,
do
even.
that,
Like, I'm not
exactly.
talking about, yeah.
Man, I think about 70% of their troops are reservists. They can't put up with blood and all that. So yeah, no, that's not even it. I mean, again, that's the more honorable option, but I doubt they have the balls.
And the stupidity. I mean, that would be just so stupid. Like a proper one. I'm not talking about sending 10 people for like a half an hour long
for
mission
a half an
and
hour
back. Guys, be
the
back by
Israeli
11.
flag. Yeah, come back quickly. No, I know what you mean. No, man, it's not. To be honest, it wouldn't be stupid if you're actually committed to your cause. Like they keep saying, as the war defeated ISIS. I hate the Israelis so much. They keep saying that the war didn't defeat ISIS. Iran, with the help of Russia, defeat ISIS. There was nobody goddamn else.
And US, right?
A bunch of and help of
I mean,
US,
everybody got together.
Bunch of Kurdish.
Yeah.
But mostly
for the Iraq part,
Russia.
like everybody got together.
No, man.
They were like Iran, US,
there was
Kurds.
no US troops.
Yeah, there were no troops, but yeah. But everybody was on the same page against that. Like 5 or 6 big countries fought against like 200 people in like a city. And then won.
3, man. Iran, Russia, and America.
And the Kurds.
No other countries. They're and the
who
Kurds
specialize on that. Yeah, but that's their specialty. So I mean, they're kind of good at it.
There is an extremist religious group. Okay, we are ready. But I would add, I do think people who send troops are slightly more involved than people who just drop bombs from
Yeah.
above, which were Americans and Russians doing. So again, it's just Israelis pretend you were on the side of ISIS, basically. You were funding ISIS in Syria with the help of Saudis, your best friends. This pretends that we are anti-ISIS. It's just, and the war defeated. Oh, the war defeated ISIS. Angola. What was their contribution? God damn it! Like,
Yeah.
what?
So I guess
One
they
time
mean
we do
Iran.
something good,
Don't
nobody
get credit.
mentions. If we had blown up some civilian plane, though, everybody would mention us.
Yeah.
God damn it! Sorry, it's just my. Not that I was involved in any defense of Syria or anything.
Oh,
I had.
look who's back.
I had nothing.
So,
So the hot lady is back. Come here, tell her. So you find her that attractive too.
oh, we got the one and only here.
Oh, this, by the way, so now let's get into more funny stuff. Erdogan took a relatively harsh position towards, well, Hamas. It's mostly bluster, by the way. In Europe and America, they're like, oh my God, Turkey might go to war now. Calm the fuck down. Like, it's all talk. It's all politicians. But Erdogan is funny. So play this 2-minute video. It's really funny, man. It's amazing. He's amazing. He's the best Turk in the world.
Biggest show of support yet for Palestinians amid seething public anger. Turkey's president put the number of protesters in Istanbul at 1.5 million and offered his strongest rebuke yet of Israel's attacks on Gaza.
Israel, you are an occupier. You are an organized gang. Israel is committing war crimes. The main culprit behind the massacre unfolding in Gaza is the West.
Powerful words from the leader of a NATO country, but they echo what people here have been saying as more civilians die in Gaza.
We are with our Palestinian brothers. We have come here so
Erdogan.
Erdogan. He, at some point, what does he say about?
He put a serious
Oh,
concert
he said,
here.
man, at some
Taylor
point he's
Swift
like,
stage.
oh yeah, he's got, yeah, it's him, Taylor Swift, and Beyonce can draw the same crowds, same level of crowds, and Trump, obviously. But but no, at some point he's like, the West. Do you want another war of the cross with the crescent? Or, I'm not sure, but I think Erdogan may think Israel and the West are two people, and they are very bad people. But he was talking to Israel as if Israel is a person, and he's so cool, man. I love him so much. He's just like such an old-fashioned Turk. We miss people like him. They don't make Turks like they used to. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's amazing. He started singing at some point. It was amazing. Yeah, it was too good. Yeah, so Erdogan is taking a harsh stance, as we discussed. I'm trying to Colombia, Bolivia, and another one cut relations with
yeah,
Israel and Iranian Jews. Surprisingly, this time, and I know a lot of Iranian Jews, so I know some of it was at least genuine, wasn't government sponsored. But Iranian Jews were protesting as well against Israel. Iran has the highest.
I mean,
amount
it's
of Jews.
very. I mean, I've been to one of these protests myself, like 10, 15 years, 10 years ago or so. But like any protest that you look where there's like Israel-Palestinian, on the Palestinian side, there are so many Jewish people, like way more than like on the Jewish side
way more than the
itself.
Israeli side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are so many often,
No,
which I mean,
Israeli
of course,
side,
which
you
makes
get
sense. I mean,
this-
people aren't stupid like people try to make them out to be, and that everybody's
it's
like,
so weird,
oh, their own country and all that. So I mean, it makes sense, but yeah, just saying.
No, man, I gotta say, I used to have, like, because I was brainwashed and extended by my grandfather and stuff, I used to have much more be pro-Israel. But like, even when I had this, like, they're traitors, man. They leave their country for another country, and they are more loyal to that. I mean, the base traitors. All of the Israelis are traitors, and yet they're supporters that I saw in UK were always these psychotic. Like most of the Jews I knew, every Jew I knew was pro-Palestinian. You saw these psychos show up suddenly from out of nowhere. I mean, there were a couple of people I knew who supported Israel, but they weren't Jewish. You know, they were just random. But
like
you know,
conservative Canadians or something.
Yeah, exactly. Conservative. One of them was a conservative Canadian. He was a dorm mate of mine. But at any
Not
rate,
me, in
yeah.
case there's any
No,
misunderstanding.
Oh, he was Caviar. Yes, you remember you supported
Conservative.
Israel at the time.
A
You
conservative Canadian.
recall? You sent money to settlements, I recall. No, it's traitors. They are a bunch of losers who feel unaccepted in their homeland or something, so they immigrate to some other, like they, you know, as like they're looking for a Jerusalem. They're looking for a as they call it in Persian, the Mecca, sort of a whole like a paradise.
Yeah.
Bunch of traitors.
Yeah, I
Go
mean,
back
whatever.
to
I
your
don't care
country.
about those things.
I'm not talking about the poor people. I'm talking about people who had options, by the way. I'm not talking about people who
Even
move
that,
for work or no, I know traitors. I'm pretty
Nah.
sure. If you work against your country, man, as especially like all the Iranians in Israel and all the Arab Jews, all that goddamn traitors.
Fuck
all
your
of them.
country and all this. These things are meaningless. I hate them.
No, man, fuck you.
Nah.
Not
Only
that-
the
I mean,
football team. That's the only way you get my allegiance.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna bring it up. I was gonna exactly because then suddenly you become more
Let me get my
nationalistic
flag.
than me.
Sorry, let me get my Iranian flag. Put it over my shoulder.
Sam, every Iranian is an Iranian if they are part of the football team. I don't care about race and color anymore. No, I agree. It should not be its countries are bullshit in a sense that it should not be the determining factor in your life, which sadly it has become due to politics. But I do think culture and traditions and customs, not so much tradition, maybe customs are hugely important. And I love them. Like, I just like Iran, I guess. Just like you like football. So no, but I definitely agree with you. They are bullshit in a sense that they should not be the criteria in which basis our destiny and whether we eat or not is determined. That's fucked up. But no, most like what I'm talking about are the people who, like, you know what I mean, like the Iranian Jews or Iranian Israelis, I guess, that go there and they're like, no, we are working for the true Iran. It's like, fuck you. Like, if you want to work for true Iran, come back. Or whatever.
Look at this little piece of news. Iran accounts for 35% of Afghanistan's imports. Which makes sense.
That makes sense. I
Yeah.
guess. That's not surprising.
Yeah, no.
Well, talking of Afghanistan, I'm glad you brought this up because I forgot to put it in the line. But this atrocity has not.
Hold on.
Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Oh wow. Entire calendar year of trade though added up to 1 billion.
Oh gee, of course. I mean, in terms of value, of
Yeah.
course. Value, man, value is overrated. In those what do you call them, border cities, with $1 you can live for probably a week or so.
Yeah.
You know, you
Fair
can get a lot of things. Well, I don't know
But
if you heard
sorry,
about
what were you
that.
saying?
Pakistan has issued this happened about a month ago or so. Or maybe a bit more than that. They issued a sort of a final warning to Afghanistani immigrants in Pakistan, about 3 million of them. Some of them who've been born in Pakistan and only know Pakistani, like Pakistani languages, Urdu and all that. And they're all being forced to leave. Yesterday, I was reading there was a 7-kilometer line outside of Afghanistani border. And yeah, it's pretty bad. It's very bad. But Pakistani government, basically, they don't have any, like, they can't do anything else. So they basically are making Afghanistanis as scapegoats, it seems.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that just went a bit under the radar because of Palestine and Gaza. So.
Oh my God, this has to be. I mean, if
Oh,
they
this
should
was
have
the
given me a call, I would
funniest.
have been, do not land. the plane in Dagestan. Anybody could have. I don't know who advised them
Play
to
the
fly
story first.
into Dag. I mean, that has to be Cornel. What?
This
I need to turn Cornel West into an adjective, like
meme.
yeah, no, like something like yeah, something like
Verb, like a verb.
yeah, like
They
Cornel West.
cornelled it.
Yeah, I think Cornel did. There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they cornelled. The decision making was cornelled.
The social media mob went all real world in Dagestan yesterday evening. A crowd of hundreds stormed the airport in the capital.
Whose idea was this? I mean, could the plane not have landed somewhere else? I mean, planes can go from fucking Singapore to LA or like New York straight. It had to go from Israel to Dagestan. They picked Dagestan.
Dagestan has a, well, I'll tell you, you don't know this, but
I guess I don't know.
But before you go to, by the way, this was, as the guy said, it was the social media mob went online, because as Kamir can confirm, in Dagestan there has never been a recorded history of anti-Semitism. Never, ever, ever. Before social media, they used to kiss Jews.
Yeah, no.
On both lips, on both cheeks. Sorry. Yeah.
But tell me, what am I missing?
So there was if I'm not mistaken, there was an Israeli plane transiting, like Israeli people changing a flight or something. One of the, like, couple of planes.
No, but there were some kind of refugees, right? Like, I mean, they were like being taken.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
They were tourists?
No, they were changing flights. Yeah, they were going somewhere else. There was no refugees coming to Dagestan from Israel for sure. Yes. That was not happening. And I'll tell you what happened. But anyway, Dagestani, the brave brothers of us, the brave Muslim brothers in Dagestan, the place where Islam is still very much equated with magic and, sacrificing humans and all that.
Man, even if you're transiting or whatever, I mean, does nobody think these days, maybe this is not the best time?
Yeah, and Dagestan is, they are famously they are the craziest like Muslims in the world. Like all the other Muslims are like, we are afraid of them. Like we don't want. Like, can you go near the borders, near the Christians? Because we need you to be near Christians because you are the best.
Man, if the world if the world right now, with every region's population kept as they are, went for like a fight, Dagestan would take over the world within like the next week. I mean, the only thing that would take time is for them to, get geographically to other locations. That would be the only impediment in their victory.
Also, another impediment would be if the opposition would get to their mother.
This is true. Yeah, never forget that. Okay, if you want to prevent war with Dagestan, tell them.
What did Habib do? What did Habib tell? What did Habib? Let me call him right now. Habib, is it true you raped and pillaged another city? Is it true, Habib? I told you not to rape and pillage again. Sorry, mom.
Okay, guys, we have to go back. Give their land back.
Guys, clean it up. My mom said we have to clean.
If anybody doesn't know this, there are like some, UFC and MMA fighters like Khabib who stopped fighting because apparently their mom said enough is enough.
And if
Stop
you don't
making
know this,
millions, please.
Also, all pretty much warlords in the Middle East have come from this region, all Caucasus, for the last 400 years. Like basically, psychotic people rise up from there, conquer everybody. Like it's usually the case. But so as people saw people attack I'm pretty sure they attacked even a airplane that was carrying like Uzbek people, like it was like,
I would have
Dagestani people.
Why planes do not need to just land every 10 meters? Okay, you could have gone somewhere else.
As I've told you this many times, Gilani people, which I am Gilani, we are our closest genetic brothers are Dagestanis. And when we hear like enemies there, like we lose it, like. At first Israelis, then Uzbeks. Like I think by the end they were just attacking each other. They were just killing each other at that point. But good on them. Good on our Muslim brothers.
That was a Cornel-like decision, definitely.
By who? By the pilots?
Yeah, it's the entire airline company and like, you know, the control tower and everyone.
But aren't you proud of our Caucasus Caucasian brothers? I guess. Yeah. Stood up, man, they were shaking the plane. It was hilarious. Bring out the Israeli, bring out this. Like, and I love the idea that Israel is gonna refugee to Dagestan. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
No, I honestly thought like, you know, from like one of like, you know, those settler villages or something, they were like going to, you know, Moscow or something for a bit, or I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, you're right, that doesn't really
you know,
make sense.
Apparently though, the reason this happened, the person behind this, it was no yes, Cornel was behind. No, there is a
Peter Daou warned him.
Peter Daou warned Cornel about this, but no, apparently there is a Russian dissident who in 2006 went to Ukraine and became a Ukrainian national and is now anti-Trump. And his Telegram channels, he put out this rumor that there is an airplane of Jewish refugees or Israeli refugees coming, and brothers stand up or something. And then brothers stood up, and Russia is now blaming Ukraine for this and all that. It's really good. It's all good.
Yeah, and I think the blame goes to the pilot and the airline.
I don't see any blame anywhere. I see amazing choices made by everyone, from the people who decided to, with Israelis, go to the hotbed of Islamic psychotic behavior, to Islamic psychos who decided to prove that for Islam they will shake a plane until it drops Jews out of it.
Man, they could, man. They're all fucking strong as bears, I swear, in Dagestan.
And they all got them. We've seen the videos. They all got them, grow up wrestling with bears. It's not a normal... Man, you know, like famously Jewish people in every place in the world, they are famous for like money, arts, writing, all that. Jewish people from Caucasus, do you know what they're called? Mountain Jews or warrior Jews. And they were famously put there by like empire to defend the empire. Like people in Caucasus are crazy. It's just, I don't know what happens in the water there or in the mountains there, but you don't mess with them. You just, you know, you try to, you know, ask them politely to give you some money and then go away. That's what you do. It's different place. The water is different.
It's okay. Before we go on to some of the other funny reactions, here we just have two little
play a couple of them, I guess.
Two little short videos. This is Yasser Arafat, kind of funny.
But you bless it. And you said that we accept the raid, but it was a little bit more than required. I have to ask those who used to speak about human rights. Where is this human rights there in this house? Did you see the picture there? Our camps, Lebanese villages who had been smashed completely, some of these villages had been smashed with Phantom, with Skyhawk, with Mirage, with F-15, with Cancer bomb, with Lance rocket. Civilian war, yes? Because it is your baby who did it.
Man, this video was funnier yesterday when I watched it. I don't know what happened.
No, I think there was a funny bit where he's like...
I'm sorry to say that your mass media, the Western mass media, always beside the Israelis. Your baby. Your baby.
Your baby.
And
your
you are
baby
forgetting completely.
Forgetting completely.
This organized terrorism.
Is he Italian or Arab?
The Security Council, you refuse to condemn this barbarian attack on the South, but you bless it. And you said that we accept the raid, but it was a a little bit
Yeah,
more than
I love how this journalist, he like equates this journalist with like, you know, the US empire. He's like, okay.
I mean, the way, yeah, he was pointing finger. The journalist was,
It's like,
did
yo,
I
I
approve?
wasn't even supposed to do
my-
this. The other guy called in sick.
Yeah,
They told me to.
yeah. When did my baby came to Middle East? I had no idea. My baby came to Middle East. My baby? What are you talking about, Yasser? I think you're talking nonsense. Yeah. This was before, this is 1978, so this is 10 years before they buy Yasser. Sorry. This was a funny one. Everybody saw this, apparently.
Yeah.
I got this from normies.
Normies?
Yeah, like people who are not political.
Gotcha.
To look at the
So this guy has had this job as Pentagon spokesperson for like 50 years. How does this work? I don't know. But anyway,
John Kirby.
Yeah, so they're contrasting what he says about the war in Ukraine and what he said about right now, Israel-Palestine. Oh, sorry.
The volume.
It's difficult to look at the
Yeah, this guy works at the Pentagon and he found this hard.
Yeah. That's the
It's difficult to look at some of the images and imagine that any well-thinking, serious, mature leader would do that.
Yeah, that was a lot of prerequisite.
Talk to a psychology.
Yeah, well-meaning, serious.
This is war. It is combat. It is bloody. It is ugly, and it's going to be messy. And innocent civilians are going to be hurt going forward. I wish I could tell you something different. I wish that wasn't going to happen, but it is going to happen. It's difficult to look at the.
This is the worst acting I've ever seen.
I wouldn't say it's actually that bad. I actually think he has a better.
To look at some of the
I think he should consider acting, to be honest, instead of being a spokesperson. Yeah, I mean, it's just. But you know, at this point, yeah, exactly. At this point, though, if you like, you deserve what you get. You know, I'm just saying, you deserve these people. We deserve these people. That's not just, you know.
But okay, let's take a 1-second break and come back to some great takes. Alrighty, Sam. So let's continue. There's still some more fun stuff to watch and go through.
Of course. I mean, the best stuff, as always, are left for the last.
Well, we did the Cornel part. Don't be disrespectful.
True. That was amazing. Yeah. But there were some amazing takes on the whole, you know, Israel-Gaza thing before we just move on to the real situation we are having in San Francisco right now. Just in Gaza, just slightly talking about this bullshit Gaza thing. It's little conflict, whatever. Yeah. So, I mean, Joe Rogan had some idiot on, which maybe you should go to that. It's just like quickly explain that to you.
Which idiot? This one?
This one, yeah. And this idiots bring up this idiotic take that a lot of people have put out that look, we know Israel could have killed them at any time, but they didn't. They just slowly poisoned them, put them under siege, and, you know, bomb them once in a while. That's all they did for the last 16 years. But they wrote once in their charter or in their papers that they don't like Jews. So they want to kill all the Jews everywhere. So, you know, that seems to be his no, this guy, by the way, is CIA. He's not like, this guy is definitely like a,
you know, this guy's such a clown. I hate him. And he was in the UFC too.
Oh, he comes
and I'm glad that he used to be, but I'm glad that people in the comment section in Joe Rogan's own video, without me doing anything, Tim Kennedy's the kind of guy who thinks his participation in Operation Iraqi Freedom was actually about Iraqi freedom. It's crazy that them say it's crazy apparently letting Hamas govern them. the fact that he said millions of Palestinians are allowing Hamas to govern them. Like maybe someone should explain to him what's happened. Well, okay, good, Joe. I mean, I think anybody who watches Joe Rogan's podcast these days is smarter than Joe Rogan and the guest, it seems, because maybe there's something in the water of maybe there's something in the water of Texas or something, because this guy's brain has taken a big hit in the past.
I mean, in this video,
years.
you know, it doesn't come across as much as the video we will discuss later. But I would say you're underestimating. You should always view the media personalities that become popular as tip of the iceberg. There are people who watch him are far, far stupider. The public, as they like, he's just the stupid that you can see, so to speak.
Look at this. This guy does what he's told, plain and simple. Wow, these comments.
Oh yeah, no, there people are. I mean, Joe Rogan fans.
I wish Joe brought on real politic experts.
Come on, man. He was a soldier.
Tim is one of those guys who truly believes that all this is happening because the terrorists hate us because we are free.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he says.
No, I hate this guy.
Oh yeah, he's awful. He's an idiot. Like, I mean, the logic things they do is just so. Like you know, the people in the streets that are like, you know, I came to like this city, then somebody stole my wallet. I just need some money to get a ticket. Like they have a much better scam going on, and then this guy has like much more convincing, much more convincing. So we had this, but this is just like, again, like this was just to, you know, get warmed up. We had some really crazy things. I don't know if we should go to PBD first or go to Kyle first, right or left. I mean, you choose. Should we go PBD?
Kyle watches PBD. Well, he watches PBD and Anna.
Yeah, so let's start with this, because PBD and Anna kind of veers off into the biggest issue of all, San Francisco riots, fires, war, whatever the people. So PBD dressed as
what the fuck is he wearing?
Like plastic version of RoboCop. I don't know, whatever this is. He's wearing one of those shit.
Oh, it's Halloween. Huh. Man, if I became president, I would guarantee this. On the first day, Cenk will get money out of politics. I'll get Halloween out of society. That's my.
Why are you such a?
I just hate costumes and shit like that.
Why? They're so fun.
I don't know. Fine. I guess if you like it, okay, I'll leave it for you. Okay.
Thank you. That became very irritating. Okay. You can have it. It's my nephew's favorite holiday and all. They love it. Kids love it, man. Kids are. You can dress as Dracula and all. It's nice.
You're a bad influence on your nephew, though. So
no, this one developed on its own. The gun thing and the sword thing I accept, but this one I had nothing to do with it. This had to do with
the football one was in spite of your.
Yeah, that was in spite of me. That was in spite of my efforts to have him to play chess, but
maybe Peter Daou got in ears or something.
Peter Daou, he for a week he was working as my nephew's campaign manager before his PTSD sort of again came back and he had to.
I completely missed the PTSD thing. You have to go back.
It was so weird.
But should I press play a bit?
Wait, no. Before that, though, on Halloween, since you brought it up, I have a question. Since I did not think it's Halloween related, this Halloween costume, are you of the view? I mean, I'm sure you have no view after I asked the question, but are you of the view? I am of the view, of a strong view, that a Halloween costume should be scary. This bullshit of dressing up, that's why I didn't even think this is a Halloween episode. This bullshit of dressing up as drivers and stuff, or your favorite baseball player, or whatever the fuck is. No, you should dress up as a horror character, or at least somebody who was brutally murdered, like John F. Kennedy or something. You know, something to do.
I mean, those are then funny. I'll give you that, but I mean, you know.
No, those are for Halloween. That's the appropriate thing, not like a race car driver or whatever they're dressed as. I feel like that's a costume party thing. It's not a Halloween.
No, you're making a fair point. What did the other lads? Does PBD let them talk? Yeah, he does. Okay.
He
Yeah,
does, but
okay,
he's
yeah.
very dismissive whenever they do. He's so rude to Adam. Adam is like the cock of but yeah. This guy is he's the favorite probably.
Yeah,
But
he
yeah,
gets a little bit of time because he brings in like a little bit of analysis for like a
Yeah,
minute
he-
and then he's quiet. I understand why he
He's
shuts
smart.
those guys up because those
Yeah,
guys will
exactly.
take over and won't shut up and they'll talk
Man, there
about
is
their
a-
girlfriends who knew another girlfriend in Miami who
Friend,
went to a
No,
club.
they're friends' girlfriends. They don't
Friends'
have their
girlfriend.
friends. Yeah, they're friends' girlfriends. No, did you hear about? No, this old guy. There's that old saying in Iran. He knows how to keep his own respect.
Yeah,
He does, like with PBD, you have to be careful. If you
Yeah.
talk one word extra, he's like, no, Adam, shut the fuck up. We are not on that issue right now. All right, Adam, what's your own segment? All right, don't ever come talk to Anna without my but play from the beginning because they're like PBD, like very early on, PBD does some amazing math about world
Oh.
wars, and then he goes into a list of militaries, and it's amazing. It's all
Which
amazing.
covered half of the globe, but let's go.
Let me tell you guys what my concern is. Okay?
Oh.
And obviously, all of this stuff that you're
He's
watching,
kind.
seeing, it's pretty bad because we're getting more and more immune to it. Like it's becoming a normal Tuesday, normal Monday, normal
Like gun
Sunday.
violence in America.
Yeah. So if you look at this, here's what you'll see.
Adam, shut the
Erdogan-
fuck up. You're not
And I
talking about
hate
gun
these
violence.
kind of stupid thing that apolitical people. No, until 3 years ago there were no wars and there were nothing bad happened.
Violence was not normalized.
It's very
Adam.
new.
Before
Post Obama only.
Before October 7th,
Yeah.
violence was something you rarely hear about. Anyway.
threatens to declare war on Israel and send military to Gaza in chilling
Erdogan.
warning. Okay, recap. Erdogan delivered a speech. If you can pull this up, to a rally in which he told attendees Israel was responsible for war crimes, and framed Hamas as freedom fighters. Obviously, we know Hamas is not freedom fighters. In comments that have prompted Israeli outcry and led the country to withdraw its diplomatic presence, President Erdogan suggested assault on Gaza constitute a massacre. Erdogan reportedly said, "From now on, we will continue on our path with the motto that we may suddenly knock on your door one night." He said, in the past, they were massacring the Jewish people in the gas chambers, and they were indeed wiping out whole regions with bombs. Then he added, a similar mentality is being shown in Gaza today. Okay? All right. So Erdogan, he's talking about a massacre. That's exactly what he was okay with Azerbaijan doing to Armenia. He wasn't saying
no
anything.
moral authority to talk
No,
about
he
either.
wasn't.
You want to talk about a guy
sorry.
that doesn't have.
We covered that issue, and I'm definitely on the side of Armenia. Even if Azerbaijan was actually right on that issue, I would still be on the side of Armenia because it's in geopolitical interest of my country. But they didn't. It's not fair, man. Azerbaijan never did anything like this. I mean, what the fuck? Like, we have to be able to differentiate. People just throw things around. Look, I do agree. I do think maybe describing what happening in Gaza as genocide maybe is pushing the definition of genocide or whatever. But what they're doing is not comparable to anything anybody has done in the last, maybe Myanmar with the Muslims. That's the only thing. Anywhere we know of. I don't, at least.
PBD maybe he
Well,
knows
that
more.
was-
Did you see his stack of paper? He used all the paper in the printer.
True. That's true. That is
Nobody
true.
can print
in this
anything.
day and age-
It's like this big.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure paper industry is dying, but he's getting his hands on fresh papers.
Like, what did he print? Like 2 words per page?
Exactly. He said, let me
it
not
seems-
remind Armenians of what we did to you many years ago that can happen again. This is
He said that?
Oh, yeah. This guy's a straight up gangster. Just
No,
what Erdogan is. He's a straight up
don't
gangster.
think
This guy's not a
No, that's not true.
lightweight. He's a
I
true
don't think he said
believer.
that.
And he's one that
True
you know,
gangster
at the same
and a
time,
true-
Turkey's military, strong military. If you type in one of the strongest militaries in the Middle East, type in strongest military in the Middle East. Strongest military in the Middle East, yeah. Okay, so see what comes up. 10 strongest military.
Would
Go
it
to
be
that
top
one.
5,
I
Matt?
think he's top. He may even be number 1, but he's top 3
This
for
list
sure. He's top
is
3.
amazing on
10
its
is
own, but
UAE.
PBD
Okay, keep
just
going, which doesn't say
adds
much. Then is Iraq. Keep going. Then it's Morocco.
Iraq
Keep
has an
going.
army.
Then it's Syria. Keep going.
Algeria.
Keep going.
Saudi.
Fifth. Iran, fourth.
Wow.
Israel, third. Egypt, guess who's left?
Wow, Turkey.
Number
Are
one.
you serious?
They have the strongest military
Pause.
in the Middle East.
ground
Sorry,
and
pause.
air. And
What's so surprising about that?
No, man, this is bull. No. I mean, their surprise is out of complete ignorance. But this list is bullshit. There's no way Turkey has the best. The best army in Middle East, definitely, it's first Israel. But like, because they have nuclear weapons. God damn it! Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, no, man. It's
no, I want to
Israel
see what it's
or
based on.
Iran.
Hold on, a budget
No,
on.
it's equipment and maybe number of troops and equipment.
Not
Because
on budget, because Iran, they're saying 16 and Egypt is 2. Iran has more active personnel, even on their own thing. Like, why are they highlighting these two stats if they don't add up?
Egypt is the largest recipient of military aid from US.
From US, yeah. But no, but look, like for instance, for Iran, it says 500,000 people, 16 billion, right? So it highlights these two. It makes you think that these are the indicators it's going by. Then it's it's not. Egypt 438 and 2 and puts it second. So I mean, why is it highlighting these two things? If it's like there are this many, but let's put this aside. The list is based on
putting
something
aside.
No,
but man, I'm pretty sure, I genuinely mean this. Like, there's genuine consensus. Iran and Israel are definitely the top two dogs in the Middle East.
More than but Turkey too, right? Like, I mean, I think
Turkey, then definitely Turkey after these two. Turkey less so just because it has less experience fighting than these two, basically, usually.
Really, no, but Turkey has all kinds of different fighting experiences too, like, you know, with NATO and everything.
Not really. Where does Turkey?
With the Cyprus boats? No, that doesn't count.
Not really.
Are those two ships still a battle? Or
Look,
no?
I'm sorry. Greece doesn't count as a real enemy. Okay, bunch of fat Greek people who have too much cheese in their mouth to run. They don't count as real. No. They have good equipment, but they don't have as good equipment as Israel does. They don't have as independent of.
But they have more people
as
though.
Iran. Oh, more people than Israel? Probably, I think so. But my point was, that's why Turkey compared to Iran and Israel is usually ranked below them. But these three are like up there.
Yeah.
And then
the gap is like huge.
Yeah. Egypt. How the fuck did Egypt? Like Egypt.
I mean, Egypt is the only one that gets semi-close to them, I would say.
Like, just because they have a lot of
Saudis, they need like the Americans to come and open the office. Okay, we don't have the keys. Someone needs to go.
I tried to open, but they keep breaking the lock, and now the F-16. Oh, sorry, the Yemenis came and took the F-16 from us. They were dressed as Americans. We thought they were you. No, I mean, Saudi, like top 10. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, Saudi is not like listed. It's just not listed. But Egypt, man, I'm sorry, but I'm not even joking. Do you know when was the last time Egypt won a war?
Well, they haven't.
7,000 years ago against the sea people. A people with no land. Sea people. We don't even know who they were. It was like 7,000 years ago. Since then, they have been conquered by Persians, Greeks, Romans, Persians again, Romans again, Arabs, Persians again, Romans again. Like, English, French, Turks. What are you talking about, Egypt? Like, no, I'm sorry, no.
Yeah, I mean, here, but really after them. But Turkey, really, if they want to up their game, all they have to do is integrate the Kurds.
No, man, they can't. That's gonna cause civil war. So, that's the only reason Turks fight so well is because they hate the Kurds. So as you take that away from them, what are they fighting in?
And Syria, who's left? It's like Assad, who protects, like, I don't know, like the middle of Syria is his. To the right is like Israel, to the left is Turkey.
Damascus is on the coast, so he's got the no. Poor Arabs, man. Arabs only fought like once in their whole history, and since then they've just been like basically Turks have been doing the fighting since then. But I would add, I would give you that though. The only people in Iran that are fighting or are willing to fight are Turks. So in a way, in a sense,
plus you.
I'm not willing. I'm willing to support the fight. That's as far. I'm willing to write
During work hours.
medium article and post it on LinkedIn. That's as far as I'm willing to go.
Even the
I
platform
also-
that you're using is outdated. I don't think anybody has read anything on Medium since 2017,
Yeah, no,
16.
wow, you think I'm gonna put it on a platform that somebody who might hire me is gonna see? No, it's gonna be on a platform nobody sees, that there is no risk to my future job opportunity. Okay, all right. So yeah, but no, yeah, I mean, putting Egypt there was really offensive to everybody in Middle East, including Egyptians who have not fought since 7,000 years ago when they defeated the sea people.
Let's see what else they say before we
This is
move on.
40K. Hezbollah's 150K. Israel, I think, is 300,000 if they get their reserve. This is active personnel. Active. They got 355. Israel doesn't have 355 active, okay? So this is not, if you wake these guys up, so now watch this. Let's say Turkey gets involved. Say Iran gets involved. Say Israel's obviously involved. Hamas is obviously involved. Iran gets involved. Hezbollah is definitely involved. And then next thing you know, Saudi's got to get involved.
Everybody's involved.
And then from there, NATO's got to get involved. U.S. has got to get involved. Everybody's like, wait a minute, you're getting a little too close to Europe. What are we doing with this? Russia's got to get involved. China's got to get involved. In no time,
NATO is
this is
That was like a Cenk game plan, you know, like things just like in one day, everything happens. You know,
I think we discussed this. PBD and Cenk have the same.
re-elected.
They have the same method of calculation. It's just PBD's calculations are correct, unlike Cenk.
That was so funny, man. If you gave him 10 more seconds, he would have named all the countries in the world.
He did. Pretty much, except I don't know, Indonesia or something.
Just World War
No, he does amazing math here. Yeah, play.
III. And this is one of the reasons why I asked the question yesterday of the governor. There's three things. Very basic number. World War I, 19 million people died. 90 million casualties. World War II, 60 million casualties. If we follow that trend, World War III will be 200 million casualties. The entire
I mean, the math. I'm sorry, but I'm. First of all, can we call two events happening 20 years separate from each other a trend? Is that a trend? I don't know. Maybe it is, but I love it.
And forget about
I love it.
population growth and factoring all that in. I mean, let's just.
Or
Forget-
just no, but just focus on the
How
trend.
is this guy?
I mean, look, man, he's the proof that the system rewards stupidity and hubris and just arrogance. I don't know what else. Just it's unbelievable. The math he did there. You're like, okay, you're right, man. Fuck it, you're right. I hope he does World War II as well.
Oh boy, we need to watch a bit of this.
Oh, this I
Or
think
do you
this is
want to
the
come
end
back to
on.
this? Because we also just have before.
No,
I
we had
think-
the heel thing. Oh yeah, let's do this before. Just do this and then do Kyle and then I think
and then
we're
go
done.
to the other stuff. No, we still have like an Elon thing.
I mean, there was not much here to.
Yeah,
say,
here there's
but,
not much to say. It was enjoyable. Glenn,
It was fun. Yeah, Glenn
Glenn's a
Greenwald on
smart
that
guy,
face.
man. Glenn is
Yeah, man.
he's
but
one of the
I
more
mean,
smarter, impressive people I've met. Unlike Matt Taibbi. Matt Taibbi
I
and
wouldn't-
Cornel West should partner
No,
up. Now,
no.
that would be a recipe for World War V. Like I
I
think
mean,
this.
wait. I agree generally speaking that Glenn is a smart guy or whatever, but I didn't see much of it. I mean, oh my God, Dave Rubin is a liar? No way.
But that was fun,
I mean,
man.
it
Glenn
took- I mean,
is no, Glenn is so good. If you just think that, oh, you got Glenn figured out for a bit, and he just throws a curveball. He's like, 1 week he's friends with you, then he comes after you. I don't know. Just love that.
no, man. I okay, but
I have a soft spot for the guy, unlike Matt Taibbi. Do you have anything on Matt Taibbi just so I can hate on him? Or...
I have a soft spot for Matt Taibbi.
No, you shouldn't
and
have
you
a
know
soft
this,
spot for that.
and that's why you bring it up.
Mr.
I
Old
used to have-
School.
I used to have a soft
Anybody
spot
who
for Matt
uses the word
Taibbi.
old school, I've realized, is just
at
nonsense.
He ruined old school for me. No, after his speech in which he was like, you know what? After Elon Musk treated me like that, I think maybe individuals also may be self-interested and institution. Like after that interview, he has diminished in my eye. But this is ridiculous too, man. But like Dave Rubin is a hypocrite. Oh my God, no way. Oh, right.
But that's funny, no. But the
hypocrites.
way he picks the fight with them and goes on it and on and on, I don't know.
At this point, I feel I'm tired of all
My
this
biggest
stuff.
problem with Glenn these days is that, like, fine, I guess that's the right thing to do, but oh boy, if he finds a topic, he will not let it go.
I don't care about hypocrisy, man. I don't think it's politicians' biggest crime or people.
Oh yeah.
I don't care. Like he's a whole.
But it's funny, man. Like, you know,
thing-
him pointing out
funny,
the cancel
sure,
culture
but
part.
No, it's funny, but they pretend as if they're like, you know,
Yeah.
solving the Middle East crisis
No,
by
for-
calling out CNN for not having a fair coverage on Palestine.
Or
Who
even
gives a
worse
shit?
than that, Ruben.
They've ruined
At least
Or
I was-
they've-
no, I'll give you that, but it was just still funny, and like they must have never seen it coming.
Oh yeah, I'm still happy it happens to
Yeah.
Dave Rubin, but yeah.
But
I
man,
don't
the
fuck with
Israel-Palestine thing, let's put this whole conflict aside. One thing that I love is how it made Max Blumenthal go after that other clown, RFK.
Oh, RFK.
That was
nice.
worth the entire cost.
Yeah, no,
I
well,
personally
You're
think
talking like innocent lives, but yeah, I
don't
know
know.
it's quite close. It's close.
That
I
was
would
it.
still. Yeah.
And now with this
No.
too, again going after these guys. So yeah,
No,
it's
RFK
kinda
is
funny.
just such a piece of shit.
I love
can't
I
wait
love
for-
that Max Blumenthal had based so much of his career on that he had to, he couldn't do anything else,
Couldn't,
and
yeah, do
and that
anything
was
else.
great. What is up with that guy?
No,
Is
he
he still
man,
running? He went independent or something, no?
Yeah, he's getting 20%. He might be able to eat enough of Trump's votes to help Biden. Might.
Yeah, if he makes it that far.
Yeah, exactly. It's a year out, but he's a Kennedy. He's got the best.
No,
chance, I guess.
he's. I mean, he's nowhere near a clown like the other ones to that extent, but
He's a piece of shit, but no, he's not silly like Cornel. He's got actual adults, or there is money, I think.
yeah,
changing
there's that.
hands.
Although not the things that he's concerned with, like
No,
ranging
they're
from
silly.
Wi-Fi to too many birds, or I don't know.
Yeah, Wi-Fi. The radio free FM has been giving people cancer for if I am anti-FAM, I am cool with FM though. No, FM is a piece of shit.
So yeah, not much to talk here.
No, that's just I
Then
mean,
the beefing
Robbie,
here is half
who-
decent, but Robbie, I mean,
it's just pathetic, man. Robbie, in this video, another video, he's so trying hard to. I mean, these videos.
it's his
prove to me-
brand, so
No, whoever is. No, it's not his brand even. His brand is to be anti a lot of things, but it's clear to me that one of the 3 billionaires that is funding his shitty reasonmagazine.com, none of these, things are standing. What do you think? Any of these libertarian pieces of shits would be able to stand up in a free market of ideas? They talk about free market, but themselves would never be able to last a single
Amen.
second in it.
I mean, libertarians as an ideology and people are the biggest joke because they're never
Biggest-
libertarians. They're not. I mean, they're just
No,
liars.
they're
I've
never.
never
They're
never
just
seen a
liars.
libertarian
No.
with all the things that they
There was-
add.
th-
Okay,
th-
you're a
I see
conservative or you're
caveman
something
once.
else.
I saw somebody who lived in a cave. He didn't tell me, but he, according to the libertarian tenants, he was the only true guy. And finally, in one of these videos, Breed does throw a shade at him that I know you're concerned about American policy goes as far as the Americans' pocket or the purse of America, something along those lines. And he's look, there is no equivalency between what Israel is doing and what Hamas is doing. How is there no equivalency between piece of shit? Like I hope you keep
Yeah, no,
that
that's
3
a good point.
billionaires
Yeah, because
funding
he
you.
just has such a weird angle on this. Yeah, you're right.
No, he's just trying to keep the 2 billionaires or one
Yeah.
of the 3 billionaires happy so his magazine doesn't go under. Because this pathetic loser that claims to be a libertarian would never, ever be able to last one single in a true free market. That's why he stays in the way. Why don't you come to Middle East? Come to Middle East. It's much more, you go to Gaza right now. Border of Gaza is libertarian heaven. It's like there are no laws, there are no regulations, no taxes. You can go set up shop there. Piece of shit. Anyway, sorry.
I agree with that.
But go to Kyle just to finish off. He's the funniest, possibly the funniest thing I've ever seen, and the stupidest, I would say. So Kyle Kulinski, and this, by the way, was echoed a day ago by James Lindsay on Unheard. That's why I put his picture in our thumbnail thingy we created. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find the exact moment that Kyle is talking. But both Kyle and James Lindsay have put up a suggestion to Israel that I find to be just unbelievably apt, and like nobody, they keep saying, yeah, nobody talks about it. They both say that nobody mentions that, and it's such a good strategy that nobody seems to be focusing on. But so I'm just looking for the exact time that he says that. But I'm sure. Oh yeah, go to minute 3:30 seconds.
Skip over the Anna part. So let's just listen to the first 5 minutes if.
Oh sure,
if we're fine
yeah,
with
of course, yeah.
Because I think Anna, I don't know if they're gonna play, but Anna has some funny things too.
I'm sure she does.
Kasparian went on the PBD podcast with Patrick Bet-David and all of his co-hosts, and I've been on the really interesting debates that the reaction having
Hamas, ISIS, Al Qaeda, Islamic Jihad, the Muslim Brotherhood.
Israel for 200.
What are we even talking about
Israel
right
for
here?
200.
What are we even talking about right here? Like this equivocation, especially on the woke college campus left of this,
So let me jump in on
All right,
this.
hold on. I don't like this point from Adam because the argument is the reason why we should be very critical of Israel and hold them to a higher standard is that U.S. tax dollars go to Israel. So we are at least partly responsible for what they do with our money in our name and in the name of Israeli citizens. That's why we're critical. So $4 billion a year goes from the U.S. government to Israel. We give them Iron Dome. We give them weapons.
Who gives a shit about Palestine?
And then if they use those weapons to do collective punishment against all Gazans and bomb indiscriminately, yeah, we're going to criticize that, and we should. And he brings up this idea of like, all this moral equivalence. You can't say, that Hamas is targeting civilians on purpose, and he's going to argue Israel doesn't. I have a bridge to sell you if you believe that. Israel absolutely is targeting civilians on purpose. How do we know that? They're doing a medieval siege against over 2 million people. If they were being specific, then they wouldn't be cracking down on 2 million plus people. That's obvious. All right, let's let Anna respond.
My views on it are a little more nuanced. Look, what's currently happening to Palestinian civilians. First of all, let me just get this out of the way. It's really important. I was disgusted to see anyone on the left justify or provide.
By the way, shout out to my name. You can see my name here, Kyle Kulinski. I strategically picked the best.
Now, the way the Israeli government and the IDF is going after Hamas is basically ethnically cleansing Palestinians from the Gaza Strip. Okay, look, I'm Armenian. I see genocide when I can recognize genocide when I see one. It is so obvious to me. I'll give you a few examples. If you wanted to root out Hamas, you
have to be an Armenian who was
you have to.
I'm guessing. Like, when did it happen? Early 1900. Yeah, to see it.
Your great grandmother or her mom experience it probably.
Thank God life doesn't come down to these kind of experiences. If not, I couldn't say anything or do anything. Okay, I know about grocery stores. That's all I've literally experienced.
Every time like somebody that's outside of Iran asks me about Iran, every time I try to qualify it with, look, I'm not everywhere Iran. I don't know what everybody thinks. But these motherfuckers, 100 years after they went there, listen. I know one when I see one. Okay, I'm the expert because my great grandmother was in a genocide. Possibly, actually, we were part of the Iranian side. We were fine. Actually, we were okay.
Yeah, I should tap into I guess entire family background for 2,000 or 3,000 years. Listen, back in the day, cave days, I remember it wasn't easy.
I don't know if you know this, but in the Shahnameh, the Book of Kings, it is written that Assyrian enslaved Persians. So I don't know if you can tap into that memory for some insight. But at the same time, I would also add the thing that makes this doubly ridiculous is the fact that she's talking to Patrick Bet David, who's also Armenian. You know, like, I mean, he can say, I'm Armenian too. I don't see a genocide. So what do you say now? Like,
Shit, we'll have an issue there.
So what do you
Okay, we have a stalemate. What else have you guys seen? Anything else you've seen, maybe?
Patrick beats her because he's also Assyrian. And Assyrians also experience genocide. So double. So he wins.
There you go.
Yeah.
Send in special ops.
I agree.
Okay, that is how you do it.
Oh, this is the...
If you wanted to root out Hamas, you send in special ops.
I agree.
Okay, that is how you do it. And I'm not saying that as some lefty. Jocko Willink said that. Someone who is incredibly experienced in the military. He's like, this is how you get Hamas.
But what if
bombing
they don't know where
the crap
to go?
out of residential buildings, okay? Out of that Greek Orthodox church, out of the areas where all of these innocent Palestinian civilians are living in or fleeing from is not the right way to go. And look, that...
To back her point up real quick, and Adam Johnson made this point to us on Crystal Kyle and Friends last week. I thought it was a great point. Everybody acknowledges, everybody knows, Hamas leaders are in Qatar. The Israeli government says that. The U.S. government says that. It's a well-established fact. Everybody knows this. Okay, so why wouldn't Israel pay off the government of Qatar and go send in some special forces to murk Hamas leadership? Or you could pay off the government of Qatar and go in there and arrest the Hamas leaders and try them at the International Criminal Court.
Pay off the government of Qatar, who has more money than they can possibly think what to do. You're gonna pay. I love this special ops. So you just special ops. You just
pay them. You pay them, and then you take them to international court.
Yeah,
and,
just special ops. And who's this Adam Johnson guy that they're both pulling?
I'm sure he's a smart man, but
I'm sure he didn't say this. It's very easy. Okay, special ops at 2 p.m.
No, listen.
Back home at 3.
I gotta say,
pay off the Qataris.
Look, Anna's like I miss the Anna's idiocy because I do think Kyle's suggestion is just so much worse.
Yeah, no, you're
like Anna's thing is kind of like a normal person might not know the situation and all that. Oh, why can't they send in some commandos or special forces
Rambo?
In Gaza?
It doesn't work anymore. He retired.
Yeah, Rambo is available.
What about Rocky? Shit. Oh, he was a boxer. Never mind.
Oh shit.
Arnold? No.
Arnold. He did Commando, the movie. Right? Yeah. Is he available? He's doing a book tour. Really? Okay.
Maybe after.
But the idea, look, guys, we're gonna pay off the Qatari government. Yeah, first, like Qatari government, for this richest per capita like people on earth, we're gonna pay them off.
You probably can't deposit money into their accounts. It's probably not possible to deposit. You can only take.
Maxed out. There's no space for money. No, but then we're gonna pay them off, and like everybody knows this. Kyle mentions, everyone knows why nobody mentions this. Maybe because they thought about it 3 seconds before they opened their goddamn mouth. You scabies-ridden raccoon. What is wrong with you? Well, goddamn, yeah, just go to a different country, assassinate a different group of leadership. And by the way, these are the people who were like, oh, Trump killed Qasem Soleimani. Can you believe it? And then they are suggesting Israel like just goes to Qatar and pays off people. I mean, Jesus, like how dumb do you have to be? Like this is beyond dumb. No, like I could not believe I heard that. Like the paying off Qataris and then. But before moving on,
but I also want to, I just want to watch one more second because this other question comes up that really pisses me off. I think it's going to come up right now. Go ahead.
Of course, but just before we finish up with this video, we have to talk about his looks. The more I look at him, the earring, the necklace, the highlights, the beard that is clearly not growing. What the fuck?
It's all our fault. We kept on saying for a year, why doesn't he do something different? Why doesn't he do something different with his channel?
No, and it's okay. No, it's not our fault. He decided to destroy. Like, okay, different. You want different? I'm gonna like pour acid over my face. So like, this is not different.
But wait, I just want to hear. I think Adam's gonna ask this question right now that really pisses me off.
Why wouldn't you do that? Opposed to out it. And the 11 bull idea, and she's 100% right.
In the long term, will not keep Israel safe. Because what that policy of just bombing the crap out of that area and wiping out entire families does is it breeds more extremism. Okay?
Yeah, and the Palestinians
living in the Gaza Strip weren't even born at the time that Hamas was voted in. Okay? Most of them, half of them are under the age of 18.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So the point that I'm trying to make is there is a way of supporting Israel, which I believe we should do, right? Without justifying what their current...
Wait, hold on.
Wasn't Adam questions the what you...
No, because Adam is... Okay, here we go, I think.
You're the one falling for the mainstream media narratives.
We all saw the story about the hospital that was bombed by Israel. How could you do this? How could you kill innocent civilians? The New York Times basically is now retracting their statement. Yeah, it turns out it was the Islamic Jihad with a failed rocket. I can assure you of this.
Hold on.
He's wrong, by the way.
I mean, why would you
far-right Israeli support? That's why they changed their
Sorry.
language, and they shouldn't have, by the way.
Even if I give you that argument, and it is proven without any doubt that it was Hamas that did that, that is one incident in a situation where 1.1 million Palestinians are being told to evacuate their homes. As they're being evacuated to the part of the Gaza Strip where they're gonna be safe, that area gets bombed.
Yep.
Okay.
So let me ask you a very direct question. Do you think Israel wants to kill innocent civilians?
I do.
You think Israel genuinely wants to?
I do.
What evidence do you have of that?
The evidence is...
Yes.
That's such a stupid question because I don't care even who you are. Like, of course, it's not like they're, you know, does this question not piss you off? Because it's not like they want, you know, of course, perhaps you can say they don't mind or, you know, they'll do it to get their end goal. But it's not like their end goal is, I mean, maybe some crazy lunatic, but I just hate these kind of, just such a stupid thing, you know. Even like the worst person, I'm sure, is not just like, oh, let's just kill kids for fun. Yes, a lot of people don't mind if it advances their objective. That's different, but that's it just really pisses me off. Such a stupid question. And Anna's response, yes, they do. Yeah, I mean, no, I don't think so. I don't think anybody or too many people want that exactly as the goal. But yeah, a lot of people don't mind
care about it
if they do that to achieve their goal. But yeah, it's just such a stupid,
including probably those people. But yes, you're right. No, that's extremely childish. I mean, the question is childish. The answer is childish. Everything is childish. Can we talk? No, can we talk about his looks? Come on, don't go.
His vape is the ugliest vape I've ever seen in my life.
Who buys a green?
Have you seen vapes? They're so cool and stylish.
You're a married man. You're over 30 years old. You're not 12, you dumbass. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Oh, he's not, but yeah, he's using one of these ones. So he's not using one of these ones that come with that. He's using one of these ones, and he decided to get like the weirdest one. You see, they're all like...
No, go to him. Go to him, though. I want him to be on the screen because just you see his face and you just wonder, why would you go for the look of a French prostitute from 1970s? Because that's the only like earring in one ear, silver necklace that is showing from because you have your shirt open, the green fluorescent.
And you see, he put that case on it, I swear.
That's a case?
I think so. I think he bought one of these.
And then there is a green case. Oh my God.
Because you know there are 2 or 3 types, right? There are these ones, the colorful ones. These are kind of disposable, right?
I haven't seen the colorful ones.
You smoke these and you usually throw them away in the finish. But I think he has one of these where you can reuse and a lot of smoke comes, I think. And then he went and you know, or Crystal bought him this case.
No, I think this seems like his own choice.
No, he asked Crystal. She said no. He's like, fine, I'll do it with my own money. She's like, fine, can't control you there.
I get it from my pocket money. And then went into his room and closed the door very harsh.
Nah, I don't want to go down this line, but like, wow, down this road. But this must be fun. Like, they have family dinner, no? Like Kyle with Crystal.
I mean, apparently Kyle.
Like
Kyle
he lives with
the
her,
kids.
no?
Kyle sits with the kids at the kids' table, and Crystal eats alone when she's doing her work. She's busy. She's taking care of like 5-6 children. It's like
monitoring Sagar. You know what?
Yes,
you know these
yeah,
baby monitors that they have? She has one of those for Sagar and Marshall.
for Marshall and Spike.
When they're home, when they leave the studio, she has to keep an eye.
Exactly. And she has to at the same time, do the jobs and all that. Kylie's allowed to, sometimes on the weekends he's allowed to go out with his friends and eat at McDonald's or something. In a safe way.
Too funny.
Jesus. I mean, if he didn't look like this, I wouldn't feel like this easy. Like he looks. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. But okay, hold on. Okay, right before we go this, just give me 1 second. Alrighty, Sam. So time to move on to another war zone. 2 continents away, at least an 18-hour flight, which doesn't have to stop in Dagestan, FYI, if anybody's taking any
but
flight.
it should. But it should.
Not just find another place to transit.
Can't we just for fun go to Dagestan? Just go to Dagestan.
Whether you're a refugee, transiting, whatever you are, there's a lot of airports in the region.
I like the Dagestan airport. I like the feeling, the welcoming people there. But no, I don't know if you're aware, Kamir, just like the Pakistani-Afghan issue with the Afghanistani refugees, another issue that has been sidelined by the Palestinians who cannot get enough of the limelight and have a tendency to hug the news, so to speak. Another issue has been frankly, some experts have described it as a humanitarian situation. Some have described it as a genocide. There are debates on what is the exact wording for the situation that is currently going on in San Francisco. And some of the most outspoken people are here. PBD, resident of Florida.
But we don't have the
Kasparian.
PBD video, no?
Oh, we don't. No, you're right. Oh, shit. I thought it was the Kyle one, but it wasn't. Put Anna and PBD California. It comes up. It's not a hard video to find. Anna PBD California. Yeah, here. California.
Which I've watched 4 minutes, but then
these are...
it went to Dagestan. I was like, just take me to Dagestan. Sorry.
We couldn't find, the situation in San Francisco is very, very tough. We could not find people from there to videos from there. It's, the blockade and all that. Internet access is limited. But these people are apparently in America, so close by. So it's like second-hand accounts, guys. It's as close as we could get. Right now, contacting San Francisco is very hard. Homeless people have cut off the internet connection. They recently allowed some water in, but people say it might not be even clean water. I don't know. The homeless people are monsters.
And before we listen to what Anna says here, I agree with her general takes, actually, kinda. But her examples are very revealing, I find. So let's watch and let's see if that's still the case.
That's true. Yeah, she puts some reasonable thing and then gives the most unreasonable example for it. Yeah.
Let's go to another genius, Newsom. Here's an article from The Blaze a month ago. Leftist Anna Kasparian says
You're trying to get me in trouble. You're trying to get me in trouble.
California is a shit show under Newsom. Leftist commentator Anna Kasparian, the young tourist, describes California as a shit show. The leadership of Golden State Governor
You should give her a
Newsom,
show.
a Democrat. California is without a question a shit show under Newsom, but I guess propping up proven failures is what the Democratic Party excels.
True.
At these days, Kasparian opined in a post on X, failure is what Democratic Party excels at. I'm sorry, no, Newsom, who served as governor since 2019, won re-election last year after surviving a government. Okay, so California, you're still living in California, right? I lived there for 24 years minus 3 years in the Army. You lived in California. You lived in California.
I was born there.
And he's dated a lot of Californians, but he's never lived in California. So how is California like today? How is your governor doing today? And why are you still in California?
I'm still in California. I was born and raised in Los Angeles. I'm not going to leave and just allow the most extreme elements of the left to destroy the state. Okay? So I'm going to stay and I'm going to fight and I'm going to make it better. I think LA and California in general still has a lot of potential. but there have been some policies implemented that have been disastrous.
I'll move there right now. If
Gavin
somebody
Newsom
can give
and the
me
current
a job and a place to live in, I'll come tomorrow. Right now, I'm ready to pack my bags and move to California.
Potential. It's like a fully developed city in a fully developed country. No, it has good potential, but right now,
And Anna was born and raised there, so now she has to care. If she was somewhere else, she wouldn't give a shit.
Look, she's gonna stay there and fight against the
Post-Armenian genocide, of course. Now that she...
the second Armenian genocide in the Orange County and surrounding areas.
Current Democratic legislature in the state of California have engaged in this trend of decriminalizing everything and refusing to regulate things. So I'll give you some examples.
Decent point. I agree with that. You know,
100%.
Decriminalize, you have to you regulate everything unless you're a so-called libertarian.
So-called.
Yeah.
That's okay. Okay,
but
good.
then the examples, what she finds problematic is very revealing.
Examples. One of the things that they decriminalize but refuse to regulate is prostitution. Okay. I think that sex work should be legalized and regulated. Okay. What I mean by that is I don't want to see prostitutes walking around in thongs on the streets as kids are walking to school. But what the Democrats...
That's the problem? Okay, for that, we don't need regulations.
Yeah,
I take that
thinking,
right.
Yeah.
You know, I thought like, you know, you don't want prostitutes to get screwed
Because
over
of
or like
violence.
murder. No. When kids are going to school, she acts like kids walk to school in California. I mean, again, I haven't lived there. She makes it sound like it's like a little village, and then there's like 200,000 prostitutes everywhere and 10 kids going to school or
certain
church.
suburbs are kind of like that, you know. But again,
and I'm sure there aren't.
But
it's such a typical right-wing example that she like. It's like a quintessential right-wing issue example that she.
I mean, I haven't had too many experiences with prostitutes in public or anything, but the ones I've saw on the streets are not very. I don't know, in California, maybe some places they are.
But everybody wears underwear and tongs. That's different.
In Florida, PBD. I remember, like in Florida, you know, people on the beach. A lot of women don't wear bras because it's all blah blah. You know, so suddenly everybody's such a prude. Secondly, I mean. This reminds me of the debate about the highest school libraries and what books should be there and shouldn't be there. I mean, I don't know if people know this, but kids have access to this. It's called mobile phone. Okay, they've seen a lot worse than fucking thongs. Okay, grow the fuck up. You know, just like I don't want children see thongs.
Yeah, well, they don't need to see prostitutes to see thongs. I'll also. Say that maybe she has a problem with women in general.
All right, sorry, she has a problem with thongs, not prostitutes. She's just no, I don't want them to see thongs. Okay, I have a specific grudge against thongs. They participated in the Armenian genocide. My grandma told me
I could smell it.
But the Turks used thongs to suffocate Armenians. They're talking. No, it's the example is idiotic. It's like violence, death, taxes.
She gives more too. She does the same thing, I think, with drugs. Hold on.
Democrats in California have done is we don't have the balls to actually legalize and regulate it, and we're lazy as hell. So we're just going to do the super lazy thing of decriminalizing, which means we're going to disempower our legal system, disempower law enforcement, and just allow sex workers to do what they're currently doing right now, which is they have no protection. They're not paying taxes. They're being controlled and sex trafficked by Johns. Okay, it is the worst possible solution to the issue. Okay, no one is safe. Everyone's angry. And you see all sorts of terrible stuff happening right there in broad daylight in the middle of the street. Okay, they did the same thing with drugs. Okay, we're going to decriminalize. So what do you see in California? Bunch of people shooting up, okay, and smoking crack all over the place. I'm sorry, I'm not interested in seeing that. I don't think that we should be, dealing with that on the...
Did you see again right away her example was that, like,
she's seeing idiotic. Like, again, drugs obviously should be regulated so people are not given like the fentanyl overdoses. A lot of them is because the fentanyl is mixed with her. Like, you know, the people are not given shit that they put in their body or whatever.
No, Anna
they die.
sees these people.
But
what is Anna
no,
doing? Just
Anna-
walking around the city all day?
I think she keeps, later on she mentions taxes and all that, but from the way she talks, you get the feeling her main sort of problem is sort of aesthetical.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah, it's like if homeless people could sort of shoot up indoors and perhaps I couldn't see them, or prostitutes could be raped or whatever indoor. Like aesthetically, she's very worried about LA.
Which is like the most
Francisco.
like basic level of conservatism, I would say, or like argument.
And but again, I am very much regulating heavily, even like in many cases, and I do think there should be a standard in public, but like just immediate, like and by the way, I don't understand why he's shooting up crack like bad, but smoking a cigarette isn't in like on a street. I'm not like, because this is the type of thinking that leads to, like I told you, like my recently I was told somebody went to California, in San Francisco, you can't smoke, like Canada, I think you told me, you can't smoke 9, like this type of thinking that you want to create this sort of society of clean. Well, somebody's smoking crack on the street, what is your problem? He's smoking crack for himself. What is he bothering you? What is wrong with you people? Like somebody's smoking crack and they want to bother them. Somebody's smoking a cigarette, oh, I 9 meters away from my building. Fuck off. Just goddamn priors, as they call it.
Yeah, that was it I wanted to show with this video. But
do you think she's gonna get the job though from Pat? I think that's what this was about. It was a job interview, I feel.
I mean, you know, I think I think she has a good chance. I think it's a good idea. He only has guys. Give her like a part-time job, and then she just does part-time at TYT. And if I were Cenk, I can't say anything. I mean, if I were Cenk, if Anna said I'll come 1 day a week, I'll be like, fine. Because
no,
you
at
just
this
can't
point,
afford
don't
to
have
lose
any
her.
leverage. No,
there's
Anna,
no way. No
man,
matter how much we make fun of her and all that, like, I think if she leaves TYT, then they need to, like, you know,
Johnny Idaho is gonna save them or no, Cenk is fucked. But I would say with her, I think PBD should have a weekly show with her, and then come to the boys like 3 times a week as he does, and like bitch about her and did you see guys how like that, and if she can deal with that, that would be good business for both of them. But she
how can we put this together?
Right now she needs to suddenly at night sort of leave a cryptic tweet that implies she's leaving TYT. Then in 3 days she leaves TYT and says, I have a lot to say. Then in a month or so she comes out and says, Cenk sexually harassed me and he was a monster all throughout. Like she has a good 2 years she can milk out of TYT.
I don't think she used to do that though, even.
Why not? Like, I mean, I'm just saying, if you're gonna like that,
pick a fight,
go out with a bang.
No, I think she can make
it's
as much money as she wants from TYT. Just have that show and also have this, because they can't give her a full time. They're not gonna give her. PBD won't give her a full time because it's the PBD show. You can't have somebody who also every single day has their own show. So she would need another job to supplement that.
But I do think if she can get a lot more. I think if she exploits TYT and Cenk, and it's kind of, she would become a hero to a lot of people for
if
just
that were to
destroying
happen,
Cenk.
I'm just gonna be in front of this camera all day.
I know, right? For 3 days, we're gonna lose our jobs. Our family gonna leave us. It's just, for 1 week, we're gonna be we have to see what happens. But I
like that plan, but
it's such a good plan, man. She blows up Cenk, destroys him, takes everything from him. Plus, she goes on a lot of shows, writes a book, a memoir about her years being oppressed on TYT by a Turk as an Armenian whose family has experienced genocide.
I don't know. She stayed there too long, man. People might come back at her and be like,
"That's the only thing."
You've been there too long now.
But she did, she can't.
And Cenk won't fight back. He can't be that stupid.
He is that though. Have you seen that? He's somebody who said, I can beat Joe Rogan in a physical fight. So he might be just. we might get a whole, like, I'm just saying this is and then she sort of cries into PBD's arms. So, from Cenk to PBD, and PBD's open arms will accept her as I'm just saying, it's the perfect play. If anybody listened to us, they could have made so much.
No, she has a good, and she's very slowly doing the transition. She's working very smartly. So, I mean, I think if she went on PBD, nobody would be like, oh, what happened? Anna was on the left. Yes, no, she's doing it gradually.
She's in a 3-month time, nobody would notice.
Yeah.
And then, like she already said, I'm getting tired of leftists.
So this is literally the opposite of Cornel would do. You know, Cornel learned this is how you plan things. This is how especially if you want to become
Cornel,
president.
get Anna on your campaign. Make Anna the campaign manager. Have Anna replace Peter now, and you might have a chance.
Yeah, but, he's slowly, not green party, blue, pink. Oh.
what color is in today? Black. I'm the black party. Red today. Yeah, he's. And man, I do feel like even watching this though, I feel like Adam there, the Adam guy, he's getting shit all the time from all of them. Like I saw in the Ron DeSantis, a lot of other places. So I'm pretty sure like Adam is feeling insecure and he knows his days are numbered because he's a Biden voter as well. So they don't like it. And PBD throws that in his face every time, man. He's like, you voted for Biden, you voted against Trump.
I would keep him around unless he decides to leave because exactly. You can
it's a good punching bag.
On him.
That's true.
And he has such a big show. I mean, 5 million people, so he could afford to have more people.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but he could afford to have another punching bag or whatever. Just saying, he keeps Adam on his toes. Basically, that's what I'm.
No, that's for sure.
Just doesn't every time. It's just it's good.
But here we have an actual resident of San Francisco, I believe.
I'm resident of Mars, I thought, but if you say so, his company's there. But sure, Joe Rogan, if anybody can tell me who's Joe Rogan dressed as, because everybody in the comment section found it hilarious that he's dressed as. And then, did you hear the part where he's like, again, they go over, they've already done this, but they go over the fact that why did Elon Musk buy Twitter? Because it was such a headache and, such a trouble for him, blah, blah, blah. And not to sound too grandiose or he says something along those lines, not to sound too dramatic, but it was because of the, civilization. That's why. Yeah. No, he doesn't want to sound dramatic or, to
man.
Like, God damn it.
I'll tell you what gives you PTSD. Twitter these days, like 59 videos like open up and play immediately as you open this fucking shit show of an app.
Oh, really? Are they ads or are they other
and just ads literally everywhere.
I've never found it, to be honest, during this whole 20 years that Twitter has risen and it seems to be falling now. Like, what?
Look, like now he's integrated apps into people's pages. And this, and like, ads are like
ads, apps, I thought.
You see, like there's like the guy has 1 post, 2 posts, and then there's an ad.
And then ad, yeah.
And this video thing, I understand, like video on other platforms works, but now you've removed any kind of original, like the unique thing that this channel had, this platform had. I mean, I can just go on Instagram and watch videos.
Or, I mean, I've never gotten the appeal, so I don't know what's going on, and ever. So, and I mean, adding ads to anything make it worse. So,
man, how is this?
Nobody uses ad blockers, by the way.
And how is this lady doing? What's her name again? Kim Iverson. She's also funny, man.
Why? Recently, I haven't heard from her for ages.
No, she's also funny. She gets into such fights with people.
Right, what? She's words of desperate genocidal maniac. Oh, she seems to be.
Yeah,
side of Palestinians.
Yeah, I haven't watched the show in
People
ages.
who
I mean, I
are
was
not,
I for a while I was
so a lot of
I was
hate, a
trying
lot of hate.
not I was avoiding this, but at this point I don't care. But she's hot though.
Oh yeah.
Like, as far as left wing hosts go, she's the best.
No, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But
I don't know,
okay.
she's- And ending on that note,
Yeah.
on that deep intellectual note, that Kim Iverson is an attractive person. Oh God, Epstein and RFK too, beautiful.
Oh, so she's not happy.
Oh, he
with
was
RFK.
there too. Nice. Of course.
He was probably the most useless guy he interacted with.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
okay, I don't want to see you anymore.
I
You're
don't-
Wi-Fi.
no, I
what am
don't
I gonna
care.
do with Wi-Fi? How am I gonna blackmail someone over
Will
Wi-Fi?
you shut up about FM? I don't care about AM FM difference. I don't. Yeah. No, he was definitely probably. I don't know. I mean, there's Bill Clinton was there too. So at least Bill Clinton can play the trumpet or tambourine, but whatever he play. Not tambourine, I'm sure. But yeah, did you find any specific part? The part about civilization was the part that stood out the most.
No, I'm not even sure if I watched this whole video.
Oh, you watched the
can't
one where
stand the
Joe is trying to
conversations.
kill a car.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
not
he's-
understanding cars are not like don't have lives. Is that like I can't believe they did like
Yeah, let's wrap up with that.
yeah, let's end with that in a don't play the
And be-
audio so
No, I think this is fine because I think it's really short. If something happens, I'll take it out, but I think it's fine. And he's so lame, this fucking Elon Musk
again
guy.
I would do that at home in my private, but I would not broadcast this as an advertisement for product I'm mass producing for the truck market. That's the I mean
it's a nice pick of it.
The Joe Rogan experience.
You know what I just realized? I do have some broadheads and I have a less powerful bow, but I have an 80-pound bow back there. I think we should do it.
Absolutely.
Okay. When you want to do it right now?
Yeah, I can do it right now.
Okay, let's do it right now. Let's
Great.
find out.
Fuck yeah, let's do it. Sick.
We'll be right back.
by the way.
Glue the arrow apart.
It left a dent?
Flatten the tip of the arrow. Look at the tip of the broad.
Oh, I forgot the videographer's like chewing gum in this video. It's
Empty.
so bad.
No, that's the thing.
Joe
A
Rogan
billionaire and a millionaire with like his own private goddamn compound and all that, and they couldn't do goddamn wide angle shots. So when he shoots the thing, we see the thing actually hit instead of the camera guy going like that.
No,
I
no,
mean, it's
no.
just-
But I thought of that. But the thing is, Joe Rogan is so famous and popular that he still records videos like as if it's 15 years ago, and people just
Yeah,
watch
that's-
it because he doesn't need it. He just doesn't need it. He's
fair enough.
yeah. Like
But
anybody
it
else,
le-
if they did this, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. But because with him, he doesn't even have to worry about these things.
Well, is he at 7? Like, what is it? Like, it left it got flattened, and as you can, like, this is literally like 7-year-olds when they talk about like Ninja Turtles and different like sword web. Like, what? Yeah. I'm just making noises at this point. So, are you really intrigued? You seem to be really
No.
intrigued by the video.
Sorry, got distracted.
Yeah. Cameo cars and football. The two things that Cameo is
Okay, all right. Well, on that note, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video. Thank you.